welcome back to yet another episode of Lost Aux Media. As always, I am so happy to have y'all back here with me for yet another week of debauchery, where we make you take a second look at what you just watched, of course, delivering you some of the finest jamokes on the internet's podcast and comedy circuit. As always, I won't hold you too much longer. Let's listen to a couple more of these tunes before we get into this week's episode. Who do we have on the docket for this week? We got the introduction to the LOLCow live universe here at Lost Aux Media. We're going to be getting into one of the main character, Boogie. We're going to be getting into his background check. And trust me, you're not going to want to miss this. If you're new to these guys, they're fucking insane. Then we're going to be checking out Elon Musk's snot-nosed brat of a kid wiping his boogers all over Donald Trump's beautiful White House. Wait until I show you guys some of this. Then we're going to be getting into our first ever Kill Tony Arena show here at Lost Aux Media.
Sometimes I don't know how fucking cringy and ridiculous I sound.
No, you don't, Tony. We'll be checking that out later here on the episode. Then we'll be talking about my newest internet obsession. Wait until I show you that one. This is going to be good. And then, of course, we're going to be checking out some funny Vidjyas in place of the What's Eating Ethan Klein segment. So let's finish out these tunes, and then we'll get right into this week's episode. Just like that, we are at another episode of Lost Aux Media. So, what should we get into first? I think we should get into maybe some funny videos, maybe? Yeah? Maybe a little bit of funny videos, cleanse the palate a little bit before we get into some of these jamokes? Yeah? Okay. So, if you remember last week, I was talking about Donald Trump and how he can't understand that one reporter. It was like an Afghani woman, right? She started asking him questions about a state of Afghanistan and if he was gonna acknowledge the Taliban or whatever the hell she was talking. I almost couldn't understand her either. I thought that was kind of funny because, in all honesty, I was joking. You could understand her just fine. Trump's sitting there, I can't understand a word she's saying. And I wanted to show you guys another clip. This guy still can't understand anybody at the goddamn press conferences, man. He's losing his goddamn way. I'm telling you. Like, this guy's doing a press conference in India. Or maybe it's in the United States, but it's with the Prime Minister of India. I don't know where the geographical location of the press conference is. Not that I care. What I care about is this quick little 8-second snippet from the press conference. Listen to this. This guy cannot understand anyone, ever, for anything. Donald Trump.
Mr. President, people in India would be welcoming your decision to extradite the HEB Arena to...
I can't understand a word he's saying.
I can't understand a word he's saying. Look, it's so quick, but it's so goddamn good. Because this guy, it's funny. Sometimes, like, these Indian dudes with, like, the really heavy accents, they go to start talking, and it just sounds, they're like, excuse me, sir. And you're like, what the fuck is even happening here, right? And that's kind of like what we're hearing in this clip. Like, this guy is talking way too close to his goddamn mic, you know? And he's sitting there, and Donald Trump is like, I cannot understand jack shit. The guy can't even get half of the sentence out of his mouth before Trump is shutting him the fuck down. Let's drag this back to the beginning. This is funny. Listen closely. I'm going to turn the volume up on this one. Listen closely to this guy. He sounds crazy. I mean, Trump might be right on this one. The last one that we talked about, you could understand the girl just fine. Okay? I think he didn't want to answer the question in good old Donald Trump fashion. But this one, this guy can't. You can't understand shit he's saying. Listen to this.
Mr. President, people in India would be welcoming your decision to extradite Habur Rana to.
I can't understand a word he's saying.
So fast.
Mr. President, people in India would be welcoming your decision to extradite Habur Rana to.
I can't understand a word he's saying.
I can't understand a word he said. He gets like upset about it. He's like, I can't understand jack shit that this Indian dog is saying right now. Dude, Donald Trump, you got to give it up for him. And listen, that's not the last one. It gets better. It gets better. There's another clip, another link that I got from this this press conference with India. This thing was so wild watching clips from this because they're doing the press conference, right? Donald Trump is sitting with the Prime Minister of India, or whatever the leader of India is called. Prime Minister, King, President, I don't care. Swami, Salami Swami, they call him the Salami Swami of India, right? So Trump is sitting right next to the Salami Swami of India, right? And they're asking him about tariffs. And this guy is sitting right next to the guy from India. He goes, we're going to tariff the fuck out of him. Like, he's sitting, he don't even care that the guy is standing right next to him. He goes, we're going to hit him with so many goddamn tariffs. Their heads are going to spin. He's like, no president has ever tariffed India like this. He goes, trust me, we're going to tariff them like they've never been tariffed before. I can't even tell you how much money we're getting. That's all he cares about. He goes, I can't tell you how much fucking money that we're going to make as a goddamn country for tariffing India. And this guy's sitting right next to him while Trump is going, we are going to drain the fuck out of your pockets, dude. And then to make matters worse, his reporters from his country, Trump's like, I can't understand jack shit you're saying. And then look at this situation we have here. This is as good as any oil painting that you're ever going to see. Okay, you got the Indian, you got the Salami Swami right here. You have Donald Trump. Who are these two in the middle? It's a translator. This guy got a fucking translator, right? Now, you think he had, well, Elias, it's the Salami Swami of India. He's going to need a translator. That's what you're thinking in your head. You go, the guy's about to start spitting out the hottest Indian fire that you've ever heard. So Trump is going to need a translator to cool down some of that lava so that he can understand what's happening here. Wrong. This guy is speaking 100% English. Just he has a heavy Indian accent. Trump has translators here to translate his Indian accented English, bro. That is the greatest fucking thing. On top, look, like I said, this is like after Trump just got done telling all these reporters, we are going to tax the fuck out of these guys.
Say about the Bangladesh issue, because we saw and it is evident that how the deep state of United States was involved to regime change during the Biden administration. Then
look at this. The report, and the funny thing is, look, the funny thing is, the reporter sounds just like the stereotype that I'm talking about. He's sitting there going, but he's speaking English. Like, if you really tried hard enough, you would understand what the guy is saying. If you really put in some effort. Now, I get it. Listen, I get it. The president, whether it's Trump or not, the president's a busy guy. So he cannot sit there. Like, let's be real about this. Let's actually be real about this. I know it's funny that there's a translator there, but let's be real about it. The president's a busy guy, whether it's Trump or not. If you can't understand what the guy is saying, like if you genuinely cannot understand what the guy is saying, you don't have time to, with this press conference, to get them like repeat themselves and try to understand. You just gotta, okay, get a translator in here. Tell me to, what the hell this guy is saying. Because when this press conference done, it's done. I'm not coming
Muhammad
back.
Yunus made Junior Soros also. So what is your point of view about the Bangladesh?
And what is the role that the deep state played in the situation in Bangladesh?
Well, there was no role for our deep state.
I love that.
It was. This is something that
the Prime Minister's been working on for a long time and has been worked on for hundreds of years, frankly. I've been reading about it. But I will leave Bangladesh to the Prime Minister.
Look, and I was wrong. When I originally watched this clip, I thought that it was the Prime Minister speaking. It was on my phone. I'm sitting there like an old man. You know how they do? The old people, they got the phone like way out like this, right? All the way down here. So I got my phone. I thought it was the Salami Swami that was talking. It was a reporter. I apologize for my misstep there. It's still just as hilarious. And now you have the Swami's translator translating for Trump. But, you know, that's normal. That's to be expected. This is the funny part. Look at this translator going off. And he's speaking right into Trump's ear. This is, if you don't find this funny, I mean, you must have voted for Kamala, right? I mean, you had to have.
That how the deep state of United States was involved to regime change during the Biden administration. Then Muhammad Yunus made Junior Soros also. So what is your point of view about the Bangladesh?
The only thing, he goes, what are you going to do about the Bangladesh? The guy is like trying to catch up. This this translator has the hardest goddamn job in fucking political media. Like, you thought the White House press secretary was difficult. Let's give it up for that translator. Holy shit. I'm telling you, whatever that guy is getting paid, double it. Double it right now. Now, let's get into a little bit of internet obsessions here. Now, I told you guys I would share with you my newest internet obsession. And trust me when I say it's good. It's very good. So I'm just like, you know, scrolling through the shorts, you know. I'm a X guy, a Twitter guy, quote unquote. I don't really scroll TikTok. I don't scroll like Instagram Reels. Facebook every now and then catches me. I do Facebook groups and stuff like that for a lot of like research information. Facebook groups are a lot more powerful than you think when you want to ask people stuff. Reddit is better. I understand that. I use Reddit as well. Every now and then Facebook, they'll catch me because I'll be scrolling and checking out my groups to, you know, check out my research for cameras, different programs, stuff like that. And then I'll get caught with the they'll do like some Reels previews, some Shorts previews. I'll get caught in that, right? Aside from that, Twitter's really the only thing I'm scrolling. Why do you think this show is so anti-Semitic? I saw a comment. Someone was like, yo, I think this episode's anti-Semitic, bro. It's like, yeah, I'm scrolling through Twitter all day, every day. So I'm scrolling through Twitter, right? And I see this video. This guy's got like one of those 360 cameras like strapped to his goddamn forehead. Makes the guy look like a fucking alien because the camera's right up on the guy's face. But the dude is obsessed with trains. This is a grown-ass man. Obsessed with trains to like an autistic level, right? The man that I'm referring to, his name is Francis Bourgeous. Okay? And trust me when I tell you, Francis Bourgeous is the newest internet gem that I've stumbled upon, at least in my life recently. Like, this guy has apparently been around. I went and checked out his profiles, his TikTok, his YouTube, his Instagram. The guy's got millions of followers across all platforms. So he's popular as fuck. I didn't even know that like social media had like a train like niche like this. You know, this is like, when you see this, trust me, this is going to be fucking shell-shocking to you. If you've never heard of Francis Bourgeous, if you've never seen one of this guy's videos, this is going to shock your system so goddamn hard. But this guy is like one of the most popular creators in the train space. Like, it's insane. And he's starting to turn me. And after you see his content, I'm going to explain to you how genius this guy's content actually is. It's fucking nuts.
I'm staying up extra late tonight to see a test train pull into Brighton Station. One of my favourite locomotives might be on it, so we'll just have to wait and see.
Okay, look. Right there, this guy has got me. Like, his whole demeanor, the way he talks, he's like, there's something missing. He's like actually slow. I'm staying up extra late tonight to go check out my favorite train at the train station. You know, it's fucking right here. You have enough. Right here, just his intro and him talking into the camera, you have enough to bring joy and laughter and all sorts of good stuff to your life for hours. Hours you could watch. If it was just him talking like this, hours you could stay entertained off of this. And it escalates. It escalates. It gets funnier. And this is the thing about comedy and humor. When it is not intended, when the humor is not intended, when you are not trying to be funny, that is when you are the funniest. And trust me, this guy is not trying to be funny at all.
Into Brighton Station. One of my favourite locomotives might be on it, so we'll just have to wait and see. There's 73962! Oh, that's it!
Bro! What the fuck? Yo! Francis Bourgeous with that 360 cam, bro. My man looks crazy. And this is it. Look, he gets so excited over these trains. This is every video. This is every single fucking one of his videos is like this. So you listen to him. This is a grown man. Like, he's in his like mid to late 20s. Has to be early 30s, if you will. You know, some of these English guys, they're really on like opposite sides of the spectrum. They either look old as shit. Some of them look like really young, and they'll be like, "I'm 47 years old, mate." You're like, "Whoa, you look 22." So this guy, he has to be like mid to late 20s, right? And he's getting this excited over a train, over just seeing a fucking train. Like, this is what happened. This, you could, if you gave this kid a model train for Christmas when he was growing up, he'd blow up one of the neighbors' houses. He'd be so fucking excited. Like, and now look at him, a grown man. He can buy his own shit, and he chooses. He goes, fuck the model trains. I'm gonna take it to the next level. I'm gonna go see the real thing, and he's excited as ever, dude.
There's 73962! Oh, it's it! It's it! Oh, quick, I've got to get round. I've got to get round to see it.
Dude, look at the fucking angle, bro. What is he doing, dude? What is he doing? And here's the thing. It's funny because he does the 360 camera so that you can see his reaction and the train at the same time, right? So my guess is that he started on YouTube, which is a horizontal format. You know what I mean? So you pump out the footage from one of those 360 cams, you get full 360 footage, but you're going to get it in a horizontal format, right? So when you see his videos on YouTube, you get his reaction, and then you get the train also, and it's at the top of the frame. You know what I mean? So that's why he's doing it. He's doing this out of like efficiency. He goes, oh, well, how? He goes, oh, mate, I want to get my followers to be able to see the train and my face at the same time because I get so much enjoyment out of seeing the train, yeah. How's he going to do it? He uses a 360 camera. But when you crop it to vertical, you kind of lose the essence of like the 360 element of it, right? You know, you kind of just see this like aliened out angle where your whole fucking face is like oblonged onto the screen. This guy looks stretched. He looks crazy. This is gold.
Beautiful 73962. Dick my butt.
Dick my butt. Dick my. I didn't even know. Bro. Yo, when I put this into the show, I'm not even fucking with you guys. When I put this into the show notes, I stopped this one short. I was like, let me find the one short that he has where he has that 360 angle and it looks the craziest. You know what I mean? And this is the video I found. I didn't even watch the full video because I was like, just this 360 angle of his face is funny enough. I did not even realize that the name of this fucking train was called Dick My Butt.
We're gonna get round to see it. This is beautiful 73962. Dick My Butt.
Dick
What
My
a
Butt.
beautiful locomotive she is. Check out all the gear in there.
Dude, he's like coming in his pants. You hear him? He goes, mate, check out all the gear in there.
All the gear in there.
Listen to that again.
All the gear in there. Another marvellous loco. I'm glad I stayed up late for this. This is a treat.
Dude, this is, I'm telling you, Francis Bourgeous. And we're not done, dude. When I told you I was obsessed with this guy, what, did you think I was fucking joking? You thought I was kidding? Dude, I subscribed to all of his shit. YouTube, subscribe, notifications, bell on, all of it. Instagram. What was the other one that he's on? TikTok. The guy is 4 million followers on TikTok. I'm one of them. He's not on Twitter, though. I wish he was. Because I would love to get his train updates on Twitter. So, look at this one. This is, he makes content of every genre. He's checking every fucking box. Okay, the last one, that's feel-good content. You see him, he's got his fucking 360 cam shit on. He's like, oh, the train, I'm so happy. Yeah, the train. He's got like a good vibe to it. It doesn't look too like eerie or whatever. This next one is pure fucking horror, bro. It's like actually scary. Like this next one is actually kind of scary a little bit. And look at this guy. Look at this guy, dude. He looks like a psychopath. This guy is obsessed with trains. He sits at home and he's researching trains. I could only imagine. I would bet you any amount of money that you walk into his house and he has trains all the fuck over the place. Like when I was growing up, my mom was like obsessed with like apples. You know, I don't know what it was. She was like really obsessed with apple. I'm talking, there was apple stuff all over the goddamn house. Like the kitchen towels that like hung over the handle of the stove had apples on them. The coffee mugs had apples. The cups had apples. Everything was apples. The shit hanging off of the walls, and it was all throughout the house. And mothers, they do this. Like now it's starting to phase out with millennials and stuff. But when I was growing up, mothers had like an inherent gene within them to where they would all obsess over one fucking stupid thing. And then they would completely ruin your father's lives by just spreading that thing like a disease all throughout your house. My mom did it with apples. I had a friend whose mom was obsessed with goddamn horses. Everywhere you go to use the bathroom, you shut the bathroom door, there's like a horse. There's a fucking horse every corner of the house. And I imagine Mr. Bourgeous over here has trains all the fuck over the place. This video haunted me. When I watched it for the first time, I was like, whoa.
Long day chasing my favourite steam locomotive. This is exactly what I needed.
Hold up. I forgot that I have in the on the soundboard, I forgot that I have scary music. Oh wait, no, that's suspense music. That's not really all that scary. Do I have that scary music anymore? Oh no, I don't have it. We'll have to do without the scary music. I was going to cue up some scary music for this. It would have really set the mood. Because that's the good thing about this Francis Bourgeous dude. He doesn't add music to any of his videos. So you could like fucking really just do whatever you want to set the mood for it.
After a long day chasing my favourite steam locomotive, this is exactly what I needed. Okay, I can hear it. Oh, come on, clan line.
Come on. Yo, that is scary as fuck, dude. When I first heard this video, I was laying in bed at night. Like, you hear the train whistling in the background, and all he's filming is, like, the tunnel that it's going to come out of. So it's, like, dark and eerie. And it sounds like one of those, like, old tribal whistles that they blow. That it sounds like a woman screaming. It's like, whoa! You know what I mean? It kind of sounds like this sounds insane. And then it's cutting back and forth to his face on the 3D cam. And he's just sitting there going like, the train is coming, mate. It's fucking almost here. I can hear it, mate. It's like, it's scary. This all is scary. I'm laying in bed, ready to fucking lose my mind, dude. I'm heightened senses. I'm flinching off the slightest noise watching this shit, the whole nine.
Okay, I can hear it. Oh, come on, clan line. Oh my god.
And he's sitting there making these noises. Oh my god. Like if something's chasing him. Like if he's gonna die.
Holy shit.
Oh my god. What the fuck? Yo, Francis Borges, dude, you can't. I'm obsessed. I'm gonna be watching Francis Borges for the rest of my goddamn life. You keep this shit up. Watch this, dude. I love this. He gets caught up in the steam. It's like if you toss the kid into a fucking ball pit. He's losing his goddamn mind.
Oh my god.
Here it comes. Oh.
Holy shit. Oh my
god. Now, here's my thing. Here's my thing, though. Is he retarded? Is he retarded? He has to be. He has to. Like, I'm not talking autistic. Like, you know, I have a couple different friends who are like very high functioning autistic. And if you'd have to slap a label on them, like a Star of David, if you will, to even know that they were actually autistic. That's how high functioning. Like I actually have friends like that. So it's like that's not what I'm talking about. Those guys, they're just like OCD a little bit. Like that's the extent of their autism. It's like they're just a little weird. This guy actually might be like Down syndrome almost. He might be Downs with the sickness. You know, Mark Norman. I go Downs on her. This guy actually might. You cannot be a full grown ass man and getting this much enjoyment off of these trains. I love this shit, man.
Oh my god. Oh, I've got such in my mouth.
Look at him. Look at him. I love him. I love him. Francis Borges, bro. He is the fucking best, dude. He's the best. And we're going to end it on this one. Dude, all right, I'm going to show you guys. Dude, I'm telling you, I'm a stan. They call that now a stan, right? Like when you're a overly enthusiastic fan of someone, they call them stans now. Because they do like,
join me.
Like it's like, what was that Eminem song? Where they got my tears don't grow, I'm wondering why. Got out of bed at all. It only rains right by my window. And I can't see. You know what song I'm talking about? And the guy's name is Stan. And he's like, Dear Slim, I wrote you back and you still ain't calling. So now everybody calls Stans like overly obsessive fans, right? So I'm going to be like I mean, this is inevitable. I'm going to become the biggest Francis Borges stan that you could think of. Hold up. We got to start this from the beginning. It's a little mini vlog that he's doing, right? With him and his girlfriend, who not only looks like the most miserable fucking girl you've ever seen in your life. She looks like not a day over 12 and a half years old. Mr. Bourgeous, I'm wondering.
Join me and my girlfriend on one of the UK's most beautiful train journeys. We start at Cheltenham Spa on a journey up to Carlisle, hauled by 37676 and 37668.
Dude, the obsession with the trains is like, it's fucking killer. He goes 37666, 37666. Those are the models of the trains that we're riding today. And I'm going on a little trip with my girlfriend. And she's about 12 and a half. So I will ask you guys, please, not to report this in the comments, as her parents are still wondering where she is. So, please, I will return her back home to her parents, who have reported her missing. I will return her once we are done with our train trip. She's clearly miserable. Now, look, now watch. This guy, listen, watch the shit that they eat. The everything about this is gold. It's so funny. Everything about this is funny, and he's so genuine, man. He's so genuine. I love him.
37676 and 37668. Once on board, we're presented with our chosen breakfast option. I went for crispy cornflakes without milk.
Crispy cornflakes without milk. See, now this is something that Brits do. And it drives me fucking insane. They go to say stuff and they add like the adjective in front of it. Like he goes, "I'm going to have my crispy cornflakes." You know? What? Why do you have to throw crispy in front of it? Like, come on. They do this shit all the goddamn time. Like, what do they got? What's a different one? See, now I'm put on the spot. And I can't think of like what they do. Cause like, and the first example that comes into my head, I want to say like gas station, but like we say gas station. It's like they'll say like a mobile car or some stupid shit like that. You know what I mean? Like Brits always do that. They have to add like an adjective in front of what they're talking about. And this guy's sitting there with his breakfast choice of the day. It's crispy cornflakes without milk. Like, what are you, fucking high? Without milk. You're eating the most bland cereal that you could possibly be eating right now without milk. And this breakfast is going to get worse.
Board, we're presented with our chosen breakfast option. I went for crispy cornflakes without milk. Amy went for the more milky porridge option.
Oh,
then a hearty
fuck.
English breakfast with a veggie option as well.
Look at this. A hearty English breakfast with a veggie option. Now, the one thing that I'll give the Brits is they can cook a sunny side up egg. I have never, not one time, seen a picture of a proper English breakfast where the egg looked like shit. Everything else looks like shit, always. Like, they always have the grayest fucking sausage links you've ever seen. Look at this thing. With sloppy ass beans all over the plate. This is every English breakfast. Slices of like weird mushrooms or something. Who even knows what this is? This looks like sauerkraut. It looks like she has a pile of sauerkraut on the plate. And then what kind of English meal, period, whether breakfast, lunch, or dinner, what kind of English meal would it be without half a fucking sliced tomato on the goddamn plate? Every fucking English anything you eat has half a fucking slice of fucking tomato on the goddamn plate. Every single fucking time. So his 11-and-a-half-year-old girlfriend, she starts this breakfast with a sloppy-ass bowl of milky porridge. And, of course, he goes crispy cornflakes. She drinks the milky porridge.
The more milky porridge option.
Milky porridge,
then a hearty English breakfast with a veggie option as well, of course.
The veggie option's a fucking slice of tomato.
At
Jesus.
Bromsgrove, we had a really bold morning rainbow, which followed us all the way up the Licky incline at full thrash, and into Birmingham New Street, where we paused for a moment and shot out the other side in a jiffy.
There we go.
Unfortunately for Amy, she was feeling quite tired.
She's feeling tired because you've been drugging her for this entire trip. She has no idea where she is. She has no idea where she is. She's tired, drugged out. She's not loose. She's lucid as fuck. She's like not cognizant, whatever the words are. Look at me tripping up over myself. He might have drugged me, Francis Bourgeous. This girl is 9 years old, okay? And you've been drugging her for this entire trip. Francis, just come clean. Just admit it.
Thrash. And into Birmingham New Street, where we paused for a moment and shot out the other side in a jiffy.
There we go.
Unfortunately for Amy, she was feeling quite tired, so I thought of
The chloroform is getting to her, Francis. Please, let her go.
ways that I could keep her awake, like showing her the route map up to Carlisle.
Francis, please, dude, let her go, man. I'm sorry, guys. Yo, this Francis dude is too good. He's too good. Like, I'm telling you. Bro, please, Francis. I'm begging you to let this poor woman go. I'm begging you to let this poor woman This woman this woman is 6.5 years old, Francis. Please, Francis. Please, Francis, let her go. Francis, you have to let her go. Come clean with your dude. I am crying. I am legitimately crying off of Francis fucking Bourgeous, bro. Let's finish this out so we can move on to the next segment. This is killing me.
Speaking of which, this is where we diverge onto the Sattel and Carlisle line. Plenty of sheep to take photos of, which made Amy pretty awake. Join me and my girlfriend on one of the UK's
Yo, bro. I'm telling you, Francis, you have to come clean. Let's give it up for Francis. And pray. Please, I beg you guys to pray for Francis's girlfriend. Notice how he didn't say her name. Notice how he did not mention a dick about her name, okay? Oh, man. That had me dying. I'm talking dying. Francis Bourgeous, trust me, this is not the last you've seen of him. I am obsessed. So, before we get into the next segment, let's turn on a couple tunes and have ourselves a couple puffs of the old quote-unquote AI marijuana cigarette, right? Ooh, got ourselves a little bit of a club banger, yeah? Let's light this thing up, yeah? Gotta love that good old shmee, right? As always, I'd like to thank you for joining me on yet another wonderful episode of Lost Aux Media. Be sure to check out LostOx.media to stay up to date with all things Lost Aux Media, or you can buy merch to support the show. As always, we're going to check out a couple more tunes, have a couple of hits off of the smoke, you know what I'm saying, and then get right into this next segment on Lost Aux Media. Here we go. Welcome to Lost Aux Media. If you are just joining us now, be sure to let us know you're here in the chat. If you're a new member, thanks for watching. If you're a diehard listener, as always, you're the best part of the show. So, as we finish out this song, let's check out who we're going to get into next. I'm thinking we get into a little bit of LOLCow Live. That's just me. Yeah, I'm thinking we get a little bit into LOLCow Live, a little KeemStar, a little bit of Boogie Oogie Oogie, and this Wings of fucking Redemption dude, right? So, if you're not familiar with LOLCow Live, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm new. I just am getting into this podcast, and I'm hooked. I'm not Francis Bourgeous hooked, but I'm pretty up there, okay? So, LOLCow Live is ran by a guy named KeemStar. KeemStar is the guy who runs the Drama Alert Twitter and Instagram channels, all that good shit. He's basically an internet drama type dude. Think Ethan Klein, but he's more geared towards like the freaks and geeks, even deeper down the rabbit hole than H3. So, he starts this show called LOLCow Live. A LOLCow is an internet term for basically just like a internet freak, like somebody that everybody gets a kick out of laughing at, you know what I mean? So this LOLCow Live, KeemStar starts this show. He finds these two fucking YouTube internet freaks called Wings of Redemption and I don't know, Boogie 8625 something, I don't know, right? And H3, Ethan Klein, he talks about these guys all the time. That was the most exposure I had to LOLCow. Was just, I'm watching H3 so that I can cover the show, and they happen to be talking about LOLCow. So I was getting like secondhand LOLCow, you know what I mean? One day, like this was months and months ago, somebody leaves a comment on one of the videos, right? On an episode of Lost Aux Media. And they go, hey, man, why don't you ever cover KeemStar and LOLCow? Like, those guys are fucking crazy. You should cover them more often. And I told the guy I'd look into it, and then I smashed my computer into a bunch of pieces and threw it into a wood chipper. And I never thought about it again. Until about a week and a half ago. I just randomly was like, I don't know, I forget what I was doing. I think I was performing like an abortion or something like that. And then, it just like popped into my head randomly. I was like, oh shit, that guy's comment. I forgot about LOLCow Live. So I started watching the show. And I'm telling you, if you can put up with some of the bullshit screaming, and this shit is like the WWE of podcasts. Like the whole thing's, everything's fabricated, but you can't stop watching. It's the show is just all clunky and ran like shit. It's all done over Zoom, which is like podcast 101 no. Like if you're doing a podcast over Zoom, fucking kill yourself. Like in Minecraft, that's what they say on this show when they break terms of service for YouTube. They tell someone to kill themselves, they go, in Minecraft, as if it's gonna, what are you, fucking 5? So if you're podcasting over Zoom, jump out of a 50-story building. So it's a clunky ass show. But there's something about it. There's something about these internet freaks that keeps people coming around. And it's entertaining as hell. At least to look at it and go, damn, dude, at least I'm not like that. You know, if you need a self-confidence boost, this is going to give it to you. So this episode that we're covering right here, some random fan does a background check on this Boogie 82676961735 guy, right? And for some strange reason, Boogie has like a huge problem with it, even though he's denying whatever the background check is bringing up. And here's the thing. They haven't even told him what the background check says in it. And he's like, whatever's in there is not true. But for some reason, he doesn't want to talk about it on air. Now, if it wasn't true, you probably wouldn't have a problem talking about it on air. So this leads KeemStar and Wings of Redemption to get a little bit suspicious. And that's where we are now. Watch this.
The show for today is the background checked, all right? There was a background check done on Boogie, and it found some insane shit. and Boogie is losing his mind, and he's threatening not to come. I haven't even listened to any of these fucking messages yet. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 of them. Okay. Here's the.
I mean, first of all, let's just get right into the meat and potatoes of it, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, I'm new to LOLCow. You guys in the chat know about it. Hey, I'm sorry that you've known about it for this long. You should keep knowledge and exposure of LOLCow to a minimum. You know what I mean? Like, I like the show enough to cover it, man. If I didn't have this podcast, I wouldn't watch this shit. This is fun to talk about and make fun of. Like, look at this fat asshole. This guy, just what's being captured in the frame weighs 285 pounds. So I could imagine how much the rest of this fat asshole weighs, you know? And you know what's funny is soon they're about to do, like, weight loss, like fat camp, you know? And this guy has been bragging about how much fucking weight he's been losing. How much did you weigh before? 800 pounds? This guy weighs like a solid 650. This is Wings of Redemption. And this, of course, is KeemStar, in case you were wondering. He's wearing his gay-ass drama alert or whatever hat, you know? KeemStar's another cuck, dude. And we're going to start covering these guys a lot because this KeemStar dude is a piece of shit. Like, he treats and takes advantage of these fat, like, fucking internet freaks like you would never believe. Like, yeah, it's one thing to make fun of them. Yeah, okay. I don't sit there and torture them and put them through embarrassing situations, and that's what this show is pretty much about. All KeemStar cares about, bringing up this background check with this Boogie guy, who you just heard him say is pissed off about the fact that they want to talk about it on air, and he doesn't want to come to the show. The only reason Keem wants to talk about it is because it's going to embarrass him. He wants to get those clicks.
The first one.
Yeah, I just saw the thumbnail. Why the fuck are you doing this? You know that if you accuse me of anything, people are going to believe it. I'm the liar tattoo guy. I'm the guy who cried wolf. You know, like, I cannot defend myself if you make content out of something like this. This is fucking stupid. I said we should resolve this privately. We still should, motherfucker. Keem, this is not something we should be talking about on the air. Do you understand? Do you understand how this can genuinely fuck up my life? Like, I'm the guy who just a few years ago fired a gun in his neighborhood. I just got off of probation. I just got off of legal trouble. And now what, you're doing background checks and bringing this shit up? Why? And we're going to talk about it publicly? Why? I have worked for you for 2 years. I have drank with you. I have sat down at fucking dinner with you. We've known each other since the Bad Kids podcast. You fucking know me. So why are you drunk? It doesn't even make sense. Are you doing this for all your other fucking people? Are you bringing up background checks on Jordy and Becky and all these?
By the way, that's not me. He's like covering the mic. That's so.
I thought we were fucking friends, man. How many times have you...
Listen to this Boogie guy. I'm telling you, he'll bitch like this for like 15 fucking minutes if Keem doesn't stop him. Like, he just does this all the time. Anytime they hit this guy with anything, he starts freaking the fuck out. They make fun of him. They call him Donkey Kong. Wait until I show you what this Boogie dude looks like if you don't know already. This shit's insane. So he's sitting there freaking out about the fact that he doesn't want to come on and talk about this background check, right? And how it could potentially ruin his life. But like I said, we haven't gotten to there yet, but you'll hear him. He's going to be like denying like there even being anything on the background check, right? And I mean, it just gets worse. Let's see what this next time code is. Let's see if we can get Boogie on air and watch him freaking the fuck out a little bit.
Fuck you.
Oh yeah, this is the ass end of the voicemail. He starts fucking freaking out. Like, that's how long. Remember I told you, he'll just keep going. That was the first time code that we did, was him talking, the voicemail starting, right? I had to do a whole nother time code to get the ass end of the voicemail. And he starts freaking out, calls Keem a retard.
Fuck you. And last time you had Destiny lined up for this shit. Who you got today, huh? Legal fucking Eagle?
Legal Eagle?
Because lost fucking corpse to bring him on the show to accuse me of this shit? What the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? You are a fucking retard. You're a fucking retard. I know what this is, man. You're trying to...
Imagine Legal Eagle trying to what do they, moderate this shit? KeemStar and two fat retard guys fucking yelling at each other. Legal Eagle's like, well, the habeas corpus. And Boogie's over there, retard, fucking retard. He's screaming. Legal Eagle's like, whoa, can we get some order in the court, please? Can we get a little bit of order in the court, please? I'm telling you. So now watch. Look at this. We're going to be talking, dude. Keem, we finally get Boogie on air, right? And Boogie's going to start freaking out over this. He's going to start denying it. The whole shebang, right? And Keem, like I told you, he's a piece of shit. All he cares about is embarrassing these guys, torturing these guys. He actually, whenever they do something wrong, he gives them like punishments, like legit punishments. I'm not kidding you. He'll tell like, if a girl, because he has multiple shows, right? And a couple of them, like, are girls, are the main characters, right? And if one of them, like, fucks up a live stream, he'll make them go and sit in a Walmart parking lot and hold, like, a sign saying that they're a whore and that they want people to come and pay for their services. Just to embarrass them. And makes them film it and also that he can put it on, like, the members section of the website so that people can pay to see the punishments. This guy is an actual piece of shit, right? So this Boogie guy is freaking out. And the only response, listen, I'll let Keem say it. Listen to his response to all this.
Yeah, he's going to fire me. Then I'm out of this fucking situation. Aren't I? If I do this, he'll fucking fire me. That's what he fucking said. So I'm going to fucking do it. I'm going to fucking do it. I'm done. I'm done. Done with this shit. Done with this motherfucker.
I'm tweeting out right now, Boogie murdered someone.
What the fuck?
Look. Yo. Now I'm telling you, I don't know if I should respect this Keem guy or if I should hate him for just being like a piece of shit. I mean, he is a piece of shit, but like he does nothing to hide it. Like not a thing to hide it. In fact, he uses it as a tool to further his channel, just like I use my toxic masculinity to further myself in life. Remember I told you about that? So Boogie's sitting there going, oh, well, he's going to fire me if I do this, right? This is what Boogie's threatening him with. Boogie's threatening Keem with a can of Mountain Dew. Yes, I know it sounds weird. Hear me out. So for some reason, KeemStar will not let Boogie drink Mountain Dew. He won't let him drink Mountain Dew. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it has to do with like the fact that they're going to do fat camps or he wants him to lay off the soda. I've also read stuff online that like Boogie has this like alternate personality that is like obsessed with Mountain Dew, and when he drinks the Mountain Dew, he starts going crazy and ruining the live streams and shit. I don't know what the deal is. Keem tells Boogie that if he catches him drinking Mountain Dew, he's fired from the show, right? So that's what Boogie's threatening him with. He goes, if you talk about this background check on air, I'm going to drink a can of Mountain Dew. You're going to fire me from the show. This fat idiot doesn't even have his camera on. He's sitting here threatening Keem. Nobody can see him. It's empty threat. Okay? Now, Keem's only response to that is he goes, I'm about to tweet out that Boogie murdered somebody. And then watch how Boogie reacts to this. Let's play this uncut, a little pure for y'all at home.
Yeah, he's going to fire me. Then I'm out of this fucking situation. Aren't I? If I do this, he'll fucking fire me. That's what he fucking said.
If he drinks a can of Mountain Dew.
So I'm going to fucking do it. I'm going to fucking do it. I'm done. I'm done. Done with this shit. Done with this motherfucker.
I'm tweeting out right now, Boogie murdered someone.
What the fuck, KeemStar, you dumb motherfucker? Listen, don't tweet that. If I come in there and sit down, will you fucking talk this out? Don't tweet that, motherfucker.
Get back in. I can't even see you.
Yeah,
So whatever you're doing, you're not making me mad because I can't see what you're doing. But I assume you're drinking Mountain Dew, which would cause you to get fired. So now you're a fired murderer.
I would question, like, why is there Mountain Dew in his house? I know he's going to go off to, like, oh, my friends come over every Saturday night, blah, 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 blah.
Chatted $20. So Boogie is a murderer. Got it.
Somebody.
Now watch. I forget how long it is in this time code. I don't believe it's really all that long. They let these guys, like, if you do like $20 or more in a super chat, the super chat completely interrupts the middle of the fucking show, and Keem actually has it. It's a rule in the show. They could be talking about the most crazy shit. One of them could be like, my whole family just died. I lost everything in a Ponzi scheme. Somebody robbed my house, killed my girlfriend, kicked my dog. And then somebody throws a super chat in. Keem actually makes them stop whatever it is that they're talking for the super chat, or they get in trouble. So they go, my whole family just died in a car accident. I was sitting outside the car. My younger brother was trapped inside. He was screaming. The flames were so high. And then somebody's super chat comes in. It goes, Boogie, woogie, woogie. I want you to tit fuck your grandmother and scream the word hot dog. And then they have to continue the story. And my brother screams, I've been haunting me for my dreams like ever since it happened. And that's what's happening here. They're getting ready to listen to these super chats in the middle of them talking. But I want you to pay attention to Keem. I don't know if this is like actually what's happening here or not, but it seems like he's dabbling in the what's that shit that all the kids are doing now? Kanye West is like obsessed with it. It's nitrous, but they call it something else. It's like galaxy gas, I think it's called. I think Keem is dabbling in the galaxy gas. Watch this.
Somebody died. I'll tell you that much.
Look at this.
Somebody fucking died.
Look at him.
Yeah, a can of Mountain Dew.
Look, let's go back a little bit. I'm gonna zoom in on just Keem Square. I thought it was gonna be further along than that. I thought we were gonna have to watch a little longer. Let's just pay attention to Keem Square. Now, while they're talking, and then there's gonna be super chats going on and shit, Keem's just kind of hitting this thing in the background. It looks like one of these, like galaxy gas or whatever the fuck they're called. It looks like one of these nitrous containers. Like Keem getting a little dusty, if you will. You know what I mean? He getting a little high on the nitrous, you know? Kanye West loves that shit. You ever hear Kanye's voice memos? He'll be like, can I have the nitrous today? You know, like he's fucking nuts.
I'll tell you that much. Somebody fucking died.
Look at him.
Yeah, a can of Mountain Dew. Yeah, that shit got killed quick.
Whoa, don't do that. Yeah, see, Keem, you trying to escape? You trying to escape us? Huh? You trying to escape us? You can't escape. We're going to watch you hit that goddamn nitrous. Watch this.
Fucking died.
Yeah, look a can of Mountain Dew. Yeah, that shit got killed quick.
Look at him. He has it over the whole thing. It's like like when they put you under before you go on surgery. You know the mouthpiece that they put over your mouth when you go to the dentist? The dentist's like, count back from 12. You're going to pass out, and I'm going to touch you while you're sleeping now. You know that mask? You wake up, your butthole feels a little weird. It's one of them. Keem's got the thing completely over his mouth. It looks like he's huffing a can of Febreze right now. Look at this.
Right here, motherfucker.
Boogie
I have it right here, motherfucker. Tempt me.
And
Fucking
then tried
tempt
to
me.
off them to try and make others believe he didn't like hot dogs.
You know what, Boogie?
Ultimate Coaster
after
Remake
this dono.
super chatted $19.99. We know how this story goes. Boogie gets so mad whenever he defends himself against every single thing he lies about. You can literally hear it in his voice that he's lying.
Boogie, just drink the Mountain Dew. I don't care.
Look at that. They can't even continue the show. Keem can't even enjoy that huge hit of fucking nitrous oxide that he just took because he has to sit there and let the fucking super chat play off. Look at this guy. Look at him do this one more time. This is insane. Again, this is alleged. I don't know if this is what he's doing. What else could that be? Anyone watching right now, tell me. What else could that be if it's not the galaxy gases? If it's not the nitrous oxide? This guy is gassing himself up. Like, I don't know. Like a hot air balloon? What would you, how would you, I don't know. This guy is getting real frosty in this motherfucker. Look at this.
He died. I'll tell you that much. Somebody fucking died.
Yeah, a can of Mountain Dew. Yeah, that shit got killed quick.
Look at it right here, motherfucker. I have it right here, motherfucker. Tempt me.
And
Fucking
then tried
tempt
to
me.
off them to try and
You know
make
what,
others
Boogie?
believe.
My man took a fat rip off. He took a big fat rip off of that. Dude, a big fat rip. And he's sitting there giving Boogie shit for drinking a swig of Mountain Doozy. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck, dude? You know? What is this? Now watch. Look. Boogie is about to finally get into, like, quote unquote confessing to his crime that he committed. Remember, I told you we don't have time to watch every single second, so we didn't see any of him denying it. Take my word for it. He's been denying it this whole time that there's anything even on the background check, right? And then they show him the background check. It was submitted by a fan who they banned, right? They get the information from the fan. They go, thanks, man. Oh, and for doxing Boogie, we're banning you. They fucking ban the shit out of him. Like, they go, thanks for the information, chump. Get lost. They ban him, right? So then they show it to Boogie. Boogie's kind of like, oh, well, you know, all right, fine. I'll tell you what I did, you know? And he's about to start trying to come up, like, tell this fucking story of what he did when he was younger, right? And then what did I tell you happens? Somebody donates over $20, and then they have to stop everything to listen to some guy go, hey, Boogie, please say poopy, poopy, fart, butthole into the microphone. You know, that late soundbite, gotta love it. So they do that with the fucking voice chat, right? Watch this.
Damn it, why, man? Why the fuck are you... What do you want to fucking hear?
Boogie.
I was 14, man. I was 14 and fucking stupid.
And what'd you do?
I was in that abusive fucking home, man. And Carl had already run the fuck away.
$19.99.
What the fuck?
Boogie,
Shut
what
the
do you
fuck
like
up.
It's been a little while.
Please.
Look, Boogie's sitting. What did I tell you? They go, my whole family died. My brother was murdered. And then somebody goes, poopy, poopy asshole. $20 in the chat. Somebody get Boogie to shove a pineapple up his rectum. You know? This guy is sitting here going, Boogie, or he goes, Keem, I was in an abusive home. I was 14. He's like getting ready to cry. And he has to sit here and stop what he's doing because some stupid asshole at home fucking sent a $20 super chat. This is crazy.
And Carl had already run the fuck away.
$19.99.
Watch, let's go back a little more. Listen to him. He goes, I was in an abusive home.
Fucking, what do you want to fucking hear?
Boogie.
I was 14, man. I was 14 and fucking stupid.
And what'd you do?
I was in that abusive fucking home, man. And Carl had already run the fuck away.
$19.99.
What the fuck?
Boogie,
Shut
what
the
do you
fuck
like
up.
It's been a little while.
Please shut the fuck up.
Probably pause donations for this one, Keem.
$19 and
Look, Wings goes, you probably pause donations for this one, Keem. This fat fuck. These two are you know, two peas in a pod. So he is like feeling for him right now. He's like, Keem, man, look, he's getting all serious and shit. You could see it in his eyes. He's like, Keem, man, I'm really feeling for my brother right here. You won't let him drink no Mountain Dew, man. Oh, we trying to play Call of Duty on the private servers. You won't let him drink no Mountain Dew while we're getting kill streaks. You know what I'm saying? Like, so he's feeling for him. He goes, man, Keem, you should probably pause the donations for this one. Listen to what Keem says back.
Please shut the fuck up.
Probably pause donations for this one, Keem.
$19.99.
Nah.
Booger lies.
Look at that. Nah. What the fuck? Nah. We're not going to pause donations for this one. I'd rather hit another huge rip of galaxy gas and watch this guy struggle through his heart-wrenching story. You know, that really fits my narrative just a little bit better. Now, listen to this. We have to... This one's going to be kind of long. I just want to get through it. I might even like speed it up at certain times because listen to this guy try to tell a story and he's like whining like a bitch. This Boogie guy it's kind of hard to get through. It's like if somebody made you eat like an entire cheesecake. Like you could get through a little bit of it. Eventually it's going to get a little difficult. And then by the end, you're not going to want really much more of it at all. So that's kind of what's going to happen here, so we're going to try to get through it as fast as possible. Listen, he's going to finally tell the story of what he did, what came up on the background check. Listen to this shit.
Mom had left me there to take care of Dad. And My dad fucking shit himself. And I had to clean that up, man. And I was 14. And I didn't want to fucking...
There's 14 pages.
Deal with this shit. And Carla was already gone, and Brian was already gone, and I was there alone, man. I was there alone. And Carla had run away, and she got away, man. And I wanted to get away, too.
Your sister ran away?
Yes.
I thought CPS picked her up.
They let her fucking go to foster care, and they left me there to take care of my nasty fucking sick dad, and I didn't want to fucking do it. I was 14.
It's 14 pages. Now watch, look, this Wings guy, you heard him. He's already asking questions about this story. It seems like him and Keem, they don't believe this guy at all. He's sitting here crying his goddamn eyes out. He's fucking... oh, it's so devastating. I was 14, bro. I was having to take care of my dad. He was sick. I didn't want to be there. I wanted to run away from the house. Listen to this fucking guy.
I was 14. I shouldn't be doing that.
14 pages? That's a H3 joke, for those of you who don't know why I keep yelling that. Look it up.
So you ran away too?
I took my mom's car. After she got home, I took the keys and I got in the car, but I didn't know how to drive. I didn't know how to drive. And I was trying to figure it out. In downtown St. Paul, there was a little girl. She was on the road with her bike, and I tried to stop.
Look at Wings.
I tried to stop, but I didn't know how to do it. I didn't know how to fucking do it.
Look at Wings. Look at Wings. Wings ain't buying none of this. As you look at this fat fuck. Look at this Boogie 8, 7, 16, 37, 9, 27, 19. That's his weight. That's his username is Boogie and then his weight, which is 9, 17, 34, 22, 96, 17, 28. So he's crying his goddamn eyes out, dude. This Wings guy don't believe jack shit. Now, he almost has Keem on the line. Keem doesn't know because the nitrous is getting to him. Keem's brains are scrambled off of this goddamn galaxy gas. You know what I mean? It puts it out. It makes you real slow. The galaxy gas makes you real slow, you know? So Keem's having a hard time keeping up. So he doesn't know. Keem's on the fence here. Wings, on the other hand, Wings ain't buying none of this shit. Listen.
I never driven before.
Look at him. Look at this fat bitch. Contemplating.
And then
Boogie's sitting here saying he stole his mom's car because he was living in an abusive home where he had to take care of his dad, wipe his ass and all that shit. He didn't want to do it. He saw his sister run away, and he wanted to run away too. So he stole his mom's car, and he's driving down this road. A little girl jumps out in front of the car, and that's where we're at in this story, right? And Wings ain't buying shit. You see it on Wings' face. He don't believe nothing.
The gas station called 911. And by the time the ambulance was there, she had died. Is that what you wanted to hear, man? Is that good content?
Is that good content? So the girl that he hit in the car that he allegedly stole died. So FYI, I never told you guys. It's my fault. A little bit of a hole in my narrative. What came up on the background report was involuntary manslaughter. So if you were 14 and you did steal a car and you did happen to hit a little girl and kill her on accident, like not on purpose, that would be involuntary manslaughter. You involuntarily killed somebody. Involuntary manslaughter. You know what I mean? It's all adding up. You know, you don't need a law degree to put this shit together, okay? If you guys don't know, college is dead, okay? We're blowing them all up, thanks to Donald Trump. So this guy, he just got done telling this heart-wrenching story. These guys don't know whether to believe him or not, you know? Now, I told you Wings is on the fence. Or no, Wings don't believe him. Boogie's on the fence. Boogie's got the fucking gas in him. Wings don't believe him. And Wings spares no time calling this guy out.
I'm gonna punk him.
I'm gonna punk me before. You better fucking help me now.
I ain't gonna help you. I'm about to hit you up.
Look, Boogie's sitting here going,
what was her name?
Look, Boogie's like, you guys need to help me. Why?
Fucking help me now.
Look, you guys need to help me. I just told this story about how I killed this girl, and I need you guys to help me. We're live on air. What are you, fucking stupid? What help? What help? If the story's true or not, what help would you need, right? So now Wings. Yeah, I ain't here to help you. I'm gonna hit you up, bro. I'm about to call you out.
I ain't gonna help you. I'm about to hit you up. What was her name?
I don't fucking know.
So you ran a girl down on the side of the road, and you don't know her name. You lived with this your whole fucking life. Why would I want to know her fucking name? And you never learned her fucking name.
Why would I want to fuck?
Her name was Robert Paulson. 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 Her name was Robert Paulson.
Fucking know her name. Why would you want to know that? Why would you want to personify the person you fucking accidentally killed, you dumbass?
You look how fat you are, dude. You hate your fucking self. You would wanted to learn her name the minute it happened.
No, I would not. Jesus fucking Christ. She
no,
lived in
you
St.
live
Paul.
in torment, dude. You're a fat.
And she lived on St. Paul. She lived on Main Street, dude.
If
That's
your
all
mom
I
was
know.
gone, listen to the guy calling him a fat fuck. Now, I know Boogie's fat. But Boogie had the staple on the stomach. What do they call that? Like a double bypass surgery or a double quarter pounder surgery or something like that, they call it. This guy is still wide as fuck. This guy is as wide as a Mack truck, calling Boogie fat, saying how much he hates himself. What is this?
Dude, you're a fat.
And she lived on St. Paul.
Listen to him. He goes, you're a fat fuck. You hate yourself.
Would wanted to learn her name the minute it happened.
No, I would not. Jesus fucking Christ. She
no,
lived in fucking
you
St.
live
Paul.
in torment, dude. You're a fat.
And she lived on St. Paul. She lived on Main Street, dude.
If your mom was gone, if your mom was gone, if your mom was really gone, then why did you take your mom's car?
She came home. I said that. When she came home, I took the car.
Huh? No, I don't think you did.
She left overnight to go fuck her black fucking boyfriend, Johnny. And then when she came home...
Keem's worse than me with the vaping. I thought I vaped every 5 goddamn seconds, you know? Keem's sitting there hitting galaxy gases. He's vaping out the wazoo. Keem goes on stream, dude. He'll get blasted out drunk, dude. A lot of people think Keem's an alcoholic, including Ethan Klein. Everybody online's talking about Keem having a drinking problem, you know? And you're trying to tell me you're not going to dabble a little bit? This guy is probably dipping into the cocaine. He's snorting lines of cocaine. Fucking is huffing galaxy gas out the ass. He's vaping nonstop. And then he talks so much shit to these guys about eating cheeseburgers and drinking Mountain Dew. Isn't that funny? How, like, the people, it's always the motherfuckers that do the most drugs that will sit there and go, man, you putting that stuff in your body, man, it's fucking poison. You're like, dude, it's a bowl of fucking cornflakes. What are you talking? I'm sitting here with Francis Bourgeous trying to eat a bowl of dry cornflakes without any milk. You're sitting there telling me it's all fucking poison. Why? Because it's processed wheat? You just got done taking 7 tabs of mescaline mixed with a little bit of Molly and fucking 2 Xanny bars, bro. Like, calm down. You know what I mean? Keem is like a fucking the pot calling the kettle black.
Home, I took the car.
You don't know the victim's name.
Why would you want to know that?
How many days you spend in court, Boogie?
How many days?
2 days. And then none of those 2 days in court Did they ever say the victim's name?
I'm sure they fucking did.
And they
I
didn't
didn't
show the
fucking
jury
listen.
pictures
I'm
of your
sure
car
they did.
bloody and shit.
I didn't listen.
Her pink dress straight across the road.
You went to court twice? That doesn't make sense.
I got arrested. I got fucking arraigned, and then I got off. Those are the 2 times I went. How many times did you go to court for your shit? I only went to court 1 time for my last fucking crime, and I pulled the goddamn trigger.
This story is not real at all.
It's not real. Like, you're going to go to court more than 2 times. You got to go for jury selection. You got to go for like
fucking real. Look at the goddamn fucking website. Apparently,
You went
read
there
the goddamn
once.
website.
You went there once, then you went twice, then you got off. Then you got off.
You're telling us a fake story.
Why are you jerking off over a little? You're fucking.
Look, and we're not even seeing like you're not even seeing Boogie in full effect. Boogie's not even fully activated yet. You know, they get him like fully activated when they finally get around to getting him to come out to the truth. All right, spoiler alert: the story wasn't real. Okay, now, if you know anything about this Boogie guy, right? I want to say, I don't know, less than a year ago, maybe like 6 months ago or something. He like faked cancer. For what reason, I don't know. Like I said, I'm new to the LOLCow. You know what I mean? I just got here. Give me time to get settled in and get to know these guys a little bit before we really get deep. But he faked cancer sometime in the past like year, right? And everybody found out about it. Yeah, you know how the internet is. You know, somebody says something, everybody fact checks it, the whole nine. It's good. It's good. Sometimes it's nice to just live in, this wonderland that we all create for ourselves every now and then. So this guy fakes cancer, gets outed by the fans. Keem, remember I told you about these nice little punishments that he sets up for these guys when they quote-unquote fuck up? Keem, as a punishment for Boogie lying, he makes Boogie get the word liar tattooed across his face, right? So Boogie's known for lying. This is not something that is like a new development in LOLCow universe, you know? So these guys, as soon as he started telling this story, none of them believed him. They started poking holes in it, all that shit. And then you saw we got just a smidge, a little taste of a little bit of a Boogie freak out. Boogie's real good at these. And that was just a smidge. Now they're about to start trying to pry the truth out of him. He's about to really start losing his goddamn mind.
What do you want me to fucking say?
The truth. What is the truth? Who did you kill?
Like you're over here acting like you're all distraught. You don't got 1 tear on your fucking face. You're actually your color's coming back to your cheeks.
Motherfucker, go ahead and think whatever the fuck you want.
Oh my Lord.
You go ahead and think whatever the fuck you want, man.
Come on, Boogie, freak out.
Boogie, who did you kill? What's the real story? Come on.
I'll tell you what is fucking true.
Come on.
I was 14 years old, and my parents
14 pages.
Parents were supposed to take care of me. I wasn't supposed to take care of them, and I fucking did. I was cooking meals. I was cleaning a house.
Come on.
I was cleaning my dad's fucking shit off of his ass after his fucking stroke. That part of it. That's all you need to fucking know. You leave me alone.
You're missing out the part where you killed someone. Involuntary manslaughter, April 18th, 1989.
89.
I don't know what you...
I was born in 89. How old is this Boogie guy? Because I'm like 47. So this Boogie dude's got to be like, what? You do the math on that? He's like 132 or something like that?
Want me to say?
Did you cover for somebody? Is that what happened?
I know at 14.
It's 14 pages.
Your mother who is running around on your father at this time? Did
That
she
what you
do?
hear? That I covered for her black boyfriend Johnny. There.
Did your mother?
Fucking here. Can we be done?
Boogie, there is no little girl. That's a lie. There is no little girl. You didn't hit a little girl on a bike. That's not true. There's no way. All right.
Then tell me what is true. Tell me what is true.
Boogie.
Tell me what is fucking true.
You tell me.
Come on, Boogie.
You read the fucking website. I don't know. I've never even seen the fucking website.
Bro, look it. Right. Let me
Come
share
on, Boogie.
once again.
Let's
It's all
go.
right here. This is all directly from Dom. And he even sent me the website. It's 1 minute. I got to pull it up. Bear with me 2 seconds.
Come on. Are we going to get to the fucking truth or not? Because I didn't put this time code as being long. So we shouldn't be here right now. Let's go.
what I fucking do. I tell you I fucking didn't do it. You're not happy.
Okay.
I tell you I fucking did it. You're not fucking happy. What do you want? What do you want?
Ooh.
Tell me what you want. I'll fucking give it to you. You want fucking blood? I'll give you blood. You want piss, sweat, cum? I'll give you whatever the fuck you want.
Piss, sweat, cum. Hey, yo, nobody's asking for that yet, Boogie. We don't need DNA samples. We're not there yet. We're just at the charges. You know what I mean? You're just getting accused. Okay, we haven't gotten to the point of forensics just yet.
Give it to you. You want fucking blood? I'll give you blood. You want piss, sweat, cum? I'll give you whatever the fuck you want, motherfucker. I just don't know what the fuck you want for this to be fucking over. I don't know how to make this over.
No, he's bouncing now.
I just want it to be over. Leave me the fuck alone. Leave me the fuck alone. Leave me the fuck alone. This should be over.
Damn.
Dom claims he got.
You know, this guy actually has a girlfriend. It's insane. Like, yo. People out there, like, when you see a guy like Boogie with a girlfriend, that shit right there makes, like, people who don't have girlfriends, like, you should just give up on life. Like, if you see a guy like Boogie with a girlfriend, you've actively been trying to get a girlfriend, you can't get one, like, that'll straight fucking put a man into the depths of depression. Because you gotta think. There has to be something really wrong with me if I'm trying and I can't get one. And then you see a guy like this. Look at the freeze frame on this asshole. And you know, his girlfriend's not like pretty. Like, she's not like a good looking girl or anything. But for him, she might as well be Margot Robbie. You know what I mean? Like she looks way too good. Like, she's actually skinny. She's somewhat like a normal frame on her and stuff. You imagine a guy like this would have like a 1,700-pound girlfriend or something. You know, you'd imagine her to be that 600-pound life. She's actually not. You know, so when guys with no girlfriends that have actively been trying see a guy like this, I could only imagine what goes through their goddamn minds. Now watch, they finally get him to come out with the fact that he lied.
Yes.
Leave me the fuck alone.
I promise you it can be 100% over if you just take a good breath and then you tell all of us the truth. The honest to God truth. Boogie, not what we want to hear, the truth.
Give it to him.
The truth. Keem. That isn't me. I don't know what the fuck that is. But I did not do that shit.
So wait. If you really didn't do this, right? Then let's say a troll somehow submitted this with your information or whatever, right? All right.
Which actually is what happened.
You admitted to murdering someone on this show.
I'll admit to whatever the fuck it takes for this to be over. What do you want me to admit to? World War, that was me. I dropped the fucking bombs out of my fucking ass.
See, this is what I was talking about. When I first started explaining these guys to you, and I said, like, if you could just get through, like, the yelling and the bullshit and the chaos of it all, it's kind of entertaining. It's just like the WWE. If you could get through, like, the fact that it's fake and you just kind of appreciate it for the performance value of it all, you know, it can be very entertaining. You know, and you can thank Ethan Klein for that analogy. I didn't come up with that. I'm not afraid to tell somebody when I wasn't the originator of something. Ethan Klein actually coined that term of LOLCow being the WWE of podcasts. He was right. I mean, every now and then a broken clock is right twice a day. You know what I mean? So this guy yelling and screaming and freaking out, right? And now he finally comes out and tells us it's all a lie, that he made that whole entire story up. How fucking deranged do you have to be to make something like that up just to try to get out of talking about something that actually is not true on air? You know? Like, okay, I get it. It's not that good of content, but why would you, like, break yourself down if you know something's not true? Like, just don't say anything. Like, this guy, you get a couple detectives to fucking start working this dude in a back room and they'll get him to squeal on anything. I'm telling you. You could get him to admit to the Poughkeepsie tapes if you wanted to. Like, this guy will say anything, and you don't even have to press him that hard. You just tell him, like, you know, that he can't drink Mountain Dew for a week, and You got him by the balls. You know, he'll tell you anything you want. Waterboard? What do you mean waterboard? He's telling me he can't have his snacks after dinner, and that's it. You got this guy.
Ass there, leave me the fuck alone.
Bro, what? Boogie, what's
wings? Shit the nukes out of my ass. That was me. Sorry, Hiroshima. Leave me the fuck alone. Leave me the fuck alone. Leave me the fuck alone.
Wings, help me. What is the truth? I'm still confused. The fuck?
I don't know why he's lying about it over here. I don't know why he's sitting here saying all this shit. Like here's the thing, right?
You know I didn't
Here's the thing.
KeemStar knows I didn't fucking do this. I'll admit whatever the fuck you want me to admit.
Even if he wanted to like make this in MS Paint, he'd have to know intricate details like your birth date, your name, your addresses. Like it had to.
See, so now they're sitting there going, well, the guy couldn't have doctored it. The guy couldn't have doctored it. It turns out he did. We're not going to get into all that, but let's give it up for Boogie and his background check and that nice little story of him, running over a poor, innocent little girl while he was trying to escape his poor and pathetic life. You know what I mean? Isn't that some shit? Let's play a couple more tunes and have a couple more smokes before we get into the next segment here on Lost Aux Media. If you are just joining us, let's go. Let's listen to something a little bit different. You know what I mean? I like this. I like this. Ooh. If you are just joining us, I'd like to thank you for coming by and hanging with us for yet another awesome episode of Lost Aux Media. As always, be sure to check out LostOx.media to keep up to date with all things Lost Aux Media and support the show by buying merch. Now, let's have ourselves a couple puffs, listen to a couple tunes, and then we'll get into the next segment here on Lost Aux Media.
My friends are sitting laughing, but I just keep on laughing. They're knocking on my door, but I'm knocking them down. They say I'm acting crazy, but I just wanna lie in the sun. Whoa, lie in the sun. Now I've been to many places and won so many races. I was a child. But now my only win is now, and my only wear is when I'm by your side. My friends are sitting laughing, but I just keep on laughing. They're knocking on my door, but I'm knocking them down. They say I'm acting crazy, but I just wanna lie in the sun.
Oh, man. If you don't like that tune, I mean, are you even living? You know what I mean? Like, that is a bop. Is that what the kids call it nowadays? A bop? I know that's what Whitney Cummings calls it. A bop. You know? Isn't that fucking crazy? So what do we got on this next segment? I'm thinking that we maybe check out Elon Musk's fucking snot-nosed ass little brat of a kid, you know? What is this? X is his name? X-Ash Machina 42-3 or something like that. He named this kid like a robot. So we're going to be checking out that and a little bit more. But first, we're going to finish out this song.
My friends are sitting laughing, but I just keep on laughing. They're knocking on my door, but I'm knocking them down. They say I'm acting crazy, but I just wanna lie in the sun.
Oh, yeah. You want to lie in that goddamn sun, baby. Mm-hmm. I had a feeling you wanted to lie in the sun. I mean, if you're listening to Lost Aux Media, you should be lying in the sun right now. Despite the fact that these things come out, mid-afternoon to evening time, you should still be lying in the sun. Take a plane and go somewhere where it's sunny and get yourself lying in front of it. So we're about to check out Elon Musk and his fucking robot child. I was telling you guys before that this guy's kid is sitting there wiping his goddamn boogies all over, the Great White Hope, Donald Trump's beautiful Oval Office desk. This is unheard of. This is not something that you should be letting your kid do. First of all, I'm going to tell you this right now. Your kid should be nowhere near the White House. If you have kids and you become president, house them somewhere else. They should be nowhere near the White House. If they're below the age of, let's say, no, fuck it. There is no, if you're under the age of 18, you should not be able to step foot in the White House. There should be no reason for you to be there. There's nothing there for you. Especially if you're under the age of 10, which Elon Musk's kid clearly is. Like, so we're about to check out yet another Trump press conference. I'm telling you, this guy is, this is 4 more years of comedy gold. On top of whatever other bullshit that this guy does while he's in office, if there's one thing he's going to be good for, it's a goddamn laugh. So they're doing yet another press conference, right? And Elon Musk is sitting here talking his ass off. Sitting there going, oh, we found all these things in the government that we're going to need to cut. Everything's kind of crazy. Your tax dollars are getting spent all willy-nilly, and we don't like it. And the thing about this conference that kind of struck me a little bit odd is that you watch it, the whole time Elon Musk is sitting here standing. He's dressed in all black, even got this fucking black MAGA cap on. Why all black? What's this metaphor for? And then you notice almost the entire conference, Trump is sitting down the whole time. It almost kind of makes it seem as if like Elon Musk might be the one who's in charge a little bit. You know, it struck me as odd as fuck. And then to make it even worse, Elon Musk is doing most of the talking. Like, I'm sitting there waiting for the shit to come out of Trump's mouth. I want to hear, like, we found $17 billion in U.S. aid, and we're cutting off the Democrats. We're going to fire Bernie Sanders and shoot him out of a rocket into the sun. You know, like, I want to hear that shit come out of his mouth. I don't want to hear none of this stuff coming out of this guy's mouth. Who is this guy? You know what I mean? I know he's Dog. You hired him for the Dog, you know, the Department of Government Efficiency. But we should be hearing the message from the Great White Hope. You know, I don't want to hear this rich asshole, this richer asshole talk about this stuff. And then to make it even worse, you got his fucking stupid, retarded kid in there running amok, causing chaos. Watch this shit. This kid, I'm not kidding. I'm not fucking with you guys here. This kid, like, picks his nose, tells Trump to shut his fucking mouth, and then wipes his boogers all over the fucking continental desk or whatever you call it. Like, all in a span of, like, 2 minutes. It's actually, it's like, it's like an event. It's like I don't even know. It's insane to watch.
What are the 2 ingredients that are really necessary in order to
look at this guy
cut the budget?
Look at this kid coming out of fucking left field. You don't have to pay attention to anything Elon's saying. We are not here for that. We don't care about Elon Musk right now. This kid, watch. He comes out of this shit looking crazy, dude. He comes slithering out from underneath the lower third of the news station's live broadcast, right? Comes slithering out, and you just know, just by looking at him, the second he comes peeking his ugly fucking head out of there, you know something's off with him. You know that whatever it is that Elon's got, he gave it to that kid. You can tell. You almost want to feel bad for the kid until you start seeing the way the kid starts behaving.
What are the 2 ingredients that are really necessary in order
Look at him creeping out of there.
Cut the budget deficit in half from $2 trillion to $1 trillion?
Look at this fucking
And it's
idiot.
really 2 things: competence and caring.
I'm not kidding you guys. I hate children. I hate them so much. Like, that's how you know I could never be a pedophile, because I hate kids, you know? It's like Drake's excuse where he goes, I can't be a pedophile, I'm too famous, you know? People would catch on to me, you know? I can't be a pedophile. I hate children, you know? But I can't stand them. I'm not joking. Like, to the point to where I don't know if I would ever even want to have kids, because I couldn't imagine. Like, the second that, you know what it is? is that like I'm one of those assholes that I expect everyone to run off of the same frequency that I'm running off of. When it comes to like not, you don't have to do everything that I'm doing. I'm not like talking about like that. I'm talking in the terms of like common sense, knowledge, skill. You know what I mean? Like I'm one of those people that I think to myself, I go, well, if I can do it, why can't everybody do it? You know what I mean? So when I meet people that are struggling with something that I have a easy time with, it makes me want to throw them out of a fucking window. You know? So when I meet children who can't do anything for themselves, oh boy, I might as well start shining the tips of my boots because I want to start kicking all of them in their stupid children faces. And then you got this guy's kid who's, I mean, by birth, practically a robot already. You know what I mean? And then he's going to start wiping his snot all over the White House? What, are you kidding me? Throw the kid out and start all over again.
And if you add competence and caring, you'll cut the budget deficit in half. And I fully expect to be scrutinized and get a daily proctology exam, basically. Might as well just camp out there. So it's not like I think I can get away with something. I'll be scrutinized nonstop. Watch when they pan out. But with the support of the president, we can.
They zoom out. You see this little fucking demon. Look at him! Look at him! Oh my God! Wait! Look at the face he makes.
In half from 2 trillion to 1.
Oh! You already know that this kid's gonna grow up to be the pieciest of shit. Like I'm telling you, this kid's gonna grow up to be a scum bag. I'm telling you, he's already rich as fuck. I mean, I don't know. Elon is one of the, I think he has so much money. Like, I genuinely think that he has so much money that I don't know if he can do anything to lose it all. You know? Like, there's people that are that rich in the world where, like, who used to have a joke about this? A stand-up joke. I think it was Chris Rock. He used to have a joke where he goes, there's a difference between rich and wealthy, right? If you're rich, that shit can go away real quick. I mean, I think he says in the joke, he's like, you could lose being rich with a good summer and a bad cocaine habit. You know what I mean? But wealth, that's like something that gets passed down. It's like almost you can't shake it. You have so much money that the money is generating money. It's like it's never going to stop printing. Like, one simple way of helping to contextualize that for you is like a high interest savings account. Think of it like that. If you had, like, you'd be an idiot to do this, but let's say for shits and giggles, if you had like $100 million in a high interest savings account and you earned 5% of that every single year, right? You would get $5 million a year. So think about it. If you had that much money and it was just accruing interest, it's like when the number starts getting into the billions and the 100 billions, it's like your money is just going to start generating so much money from sitting around that you almost cannot shake the shit, you know? So this kid is already sick, you know? He's got the sickness of the richness. And he's going to be an asshole. And you know why I know he's going to be an asshole? Look at his father's fucking Twitter account. Go to Elon Musk's Twitter account, look at the shit. He's hiling Hitler, and then he's making fucking Nazi jokes online about it. You know what I mean? This kid is doomed.
And then with deregulation, because there's a lot of sort of regulations that don't...
Look at him. He's disassociating. Let's just stay zoomed in on the kid, because we don't need to pay attention to Elon at all.
Ultimately serve the public good.
Look at him.
We need to free the
his
voters
fucking
of America
nose.
to build. And
look at
if we
him.
do that means I think we can get the economic growth.
What do they say? He's like, he's poking his brains right now. This kid is stabbing his brains right. He's trying to reorganize his hard drive right now with how bad he's picking his nose.
And if we do that, that means I think we can get the economic growth to be maybe 3-4%, maybe 5%.
Look at Trump. Watch. This kid's going to fucking Dogtown on his nose right now. Watch. And Trump just kind of does a little and looks down at him. But you could see Trump doesn't move his head. He kind of side-eyes him a little bit and sees that he's picking his nose. Trump's got to be thinking in his head like, I would put that kid down like he's a dog.
Get the
Look at him, watch.
To be maybe 3-4%,
Look.
maybe 5%.
Boom. Right there. Trump looking down at this kid, and he's balling him up right now. He's balling up all those pieces of coal that he's pulling out of that goddamn cave of his. And Trump's looking at him like, oh no. Oh no. What's he going to do with those boogers?
And that
Look
means if you
at
get $1
him.
trillion
Oh,
of economic
fuck.
growth and you cut the budget deficit by $1 trillion, between now and next year, there is no inflation. There's no inflation in 20.
The kid's tired too. He's like dissociating while he's picking his nose. You see the kid. He's like sitting there like, he's got his finger all the way up. He's like wobbling and shit. Like he's like losing, like I think he's having a hard time because he's breathing air right now. He's like one of those robots from the Matrix in human clothing.
26. And if the government is not borrowing as much, it means that interest costs decline.
Look at
So everyone's, the mortgage, their car payment, their credit card
Look at
bills,
him. And Trump.
their student debt.
Trump
their
side-eyeing
monthly
him.
Payments drop. That's a fantastic scenario
Ooh.
for the average American. I mean, imagine like
Look, now watch. This is where it's going to start happening. He's about to start looking over at Trump, right? And telling him to like shut his fucking face or his fucking mouth. He actually says fuck. You can see it. And if you listen close, like you got to be listening to headphones for this because I almost couldn't catch it either. You listen real close and the mics pick it up. Like the boom mics that they have hanging over that you can't see in frame. You know, like I got lights. You can't see them. You can hear them. I'm flicking them, but you can't see them. The boom mics that are out of frame like that, they start picking up the kid talking shit to Trump. Watch this.
they're going down the grocery aisle and the prices from one year to the next are the same. And they're
He said, I want you to shush your fucking mouth. And Trump's looking at him. What? Look, Trump starts looking at him because he's like, is this thing talking to me right now? I gave your dad a job. I'll shut down Twitter.
one year to the next are the same. And they're
Look at, if you look real close, Trump looks down and you could see his eyebrows go like, and they squint down. He's like, this kid fucking talking to me right now? Watch this.
from one year to the next are the same. And they're you know they're
Now the kid tells Trump to shush his mouth, right? How do you think Trump's going to react to that? Watch the first thing Trump does. He starts flabbergasting. He goes, oh, let me interject right here and start talking because your kid's a stupid fucking bitch.
their mortgage, all their debt payments dropped. How great is that for the average American?
We had
That's
no
what we're
idea. We had no idea we were going to find this much, and it's open. It's not like complicated. It's
not that
simple stuff.
complicated.
It's
a
like
lot of work.
we
Yeah.
can't believe it. A lot of work. A lot of.
There's so much going on. This kid just got done wiping his boogers all over the desk. You see him in between picks. He's putting it down. He's with you wiping the shit. Trump's interrupting. Look at Elon. As soon as Trump interjects, Elon starts crossing his arms. He's looking over at Trump. He's like, oh, yeah, you can have the floor for a little bit. And then Elon starts like trying to interject. He goes, yeah, what Trump is saying is true. He's like, yo, as soon as the president starts talking, bro, you got to shut your fucking South African ass up. You know what I mean? You got to take that autism and turn it down a couple notches, buddy.
We had no idea we were going to find this much, and it's open. It's not like complicated. It's
not that
simple stuff.
complicated.
It's
a
like
lot of work. Yeah.
we can't believe it. A lot of work. A lot of smart people involved. Very, very smart people. But you're talking about
Look at
anywhere maybe 500.
Get the kid out of here. Get the kid. If somebody's sitting there talking to me about the Department of Government Efficiency, how they got to start slashing and dashing prices and salaries, and we're trying to get out of debt, and then you have your kid here causing fucking distractions, bro. Like, this is not efficient. This is not government efficiency. What would be efficient is you throwing the kid out. Like I said earlier, throw him away. You can get another one. You have 13 of them. You know what I mean? It's not like you don't have any more. And it's obvious that this one's fucking defective.
You're talking about anywhere, maybe 500 billion. It's crazy the kind of numbers you're talking about. You know, normally when you're looking at something, you'll find you're looking
All
for
right, this kid, destroy him. Like, please, somebody do something about this. You cannot, okay? Let's give it up for good old the Great White Hope. You know what I mean? My man handled that one like a goddamn champ. That good old Donald Trump. That good old Donald Trizzy, you know what I'm saying? You smell me. You smell me. All right, so what are we going to get into? Next we're going to get into our first ever Kill Tony Arena show. This is going to be at the HEB Arena over in Austin, Texas. But first, I got to use the bathroom. I got to pee, like really, really bad, bro. Like, I got to go to the bathroom, bro. So, of course, as I always do, I'm going to put on a little bit of music for you guys. Let's see if we could find a good one. Let's listen to what we got here. That's good enough for me. All right, I'll be right back. I got to run to the bathroom real fast, enjoy a couple tunes, and then we're going to get into this Kill Tony segment here on Lost Aux Media. Welcome back to Lost Aux Media, everybody. Sorry about that. You know, sometimes boys gotta take a tinkle. And you know, as I say a million times on this goddamn show, I try not to edit these things. So I record these, I hit stop, I hit upload, that's it. What you get is it might as well be live, okay? We'll do it live. So if I gotta go to the bathroom, I'm gonna turn on a couple tunes for that one. So, as promised, I told you we're going to get into this Kill Tony HEB Arena, right?
Sometimes I don't know how fucking cringy and ridiculous I sound.
Mm-hmm. No, Tony, you really do not. So this one's kind of, you know, it was okay. You know what I mean? The arenas is kind of a different animal. It's not the same as when they do it over at the mothership or whatever the fuck it is. That's what it's called, right? The mothership? Yeah? comedy mothership, Joe Rogan Experience. Yeah, so it's not the same. The crowd's bigger. You're kind of like to me, the format doesn't really work all that well. And this is why. It's because when these comedians, when you do arena shows, and you'll hear comedians talk about this on their podcasts. Hold up, let me get a puff. That's good. You'll hear these comedians talk about this stuff on their podcast. When you do an arena, it's kind of not the same beast as like when you're doing a club or a theater, because the crowd is so big. There's like echo in there. It's not as intimate of a thing as like if you were doing a club or a theater. So your set kind of has to change. You kind of have to like let it breathe a little bit more. You got to make a little bit more room in between jokes for laughs and stuff. So to do this in a minute, it's kind of like you're spitting too fast for the audience, you know, when it comes to an arena show like this. So the format kind of didn't work. They threw Andrew Dice Gay in that bitch. Like who gives a fuck about Andrew Dice Clay? You guys remember, I've talked about this before on the show. Joe Rogan sucks this guy's dick. Okay? Like, and then Joe Rogan, speaking of which, is one of the guest panelists. This dude looks like he's high on mushrooms the whole entire goddamn time. Every single time somebody's on stage, he's like staring at him like they have 3 goddamn heads on him. This thing is filled with a bunch of different goodies. William Montgomery bombing the whole night. So as always, you know, we like to start out these Kill Tony segments with an intro so that we can check out Tony's outfit. Let's see if we got anything good for ourselves here. Check this out.
Cookies flying through the...
Hey, yo, you cannot break my flow like this, my friend. You guys saw that? You can't just skip time codes like this when I don't even hit the button. Let's get back into the intro and do not fuck up my flow.
Hey, this is Redman coming to you live from the HEB Center here in Austin, Texas, for a brand new episode of Kill Tony. Give it up for Tony Hinchcliffe!
Hey-o, good old Tony Hinchcliffe, give it up, up. That's like Red Band's intro. You know what I mean? Red Band, give it up, Tony Hinchcliffe. Yeah, so, I mean, I'm going to keep it a buck with you. You know what I mean, guys? I mean, for once in his goddamn life, aside from this gay-ass belt buckle, I mean, there's kind of nothing wrong with this outfit for once. That's why I gave the applause just now. Usually I don't give an applause to Tony like this. But, I mean, he's doing like the Johnny Cash walk the line type shit. This is not a bad look. This is not a bad look for Tony. You thought we would never give it up for Tony for any goddamn reason on this show. You were wrong. Okay? Here at Lost Aux Media, we can see the silver lining when other people can't. But like I said, man, that belt buckle gay as fuck, my man. That belt buckle gay as hell. And you pair it with a nice little roly-doly like this. I mean, instead of pulling out a pack of cigarettes, you might as well pull out a pack of dicks and just start smoking that, my man.
Who's ready for the best fucking night of their lives? What the fuck is up? HEB Center. Welcome.
Oh, whoa. Don't pause the good times now. Let's let it rip a little bit.
Welcome. Make some noise for the great Brian Redband, everybody.
Redband.
What a fucking Monday night delight this is.
Redband.
What's up, everyone?
Every time they have a arena show, I think this is so fun. And watch. This is my first time watching one. It's not like I've never seen a clip or two. You know what I mean? This is just the first time I watched an arena episode of Kill Tony from start to finish. And Go and check out clips or, whatever from the previous ones that they have. Every time they do an arena show, Red Band tries to get all sexy, bro. He tries to get real sexy. This ain't it. Red Band, I don't know if hey, Red Band, you may never watch this. I'm going to put this out there right now for you, bro. You cannot blend up, a Chick-fil-A sandwiches and drink them like a smoothie and then fucking think that we're going to think you're sexy, bro. When you do stuff like that, people can read it on you. Like, I could have met you, I could meet you for the first time, you could look like this, and I would immediately go, that guy has definitely blended up Chick-fil-A sandwiches and drank them like milkshakes. When you do that, you get a stink on you that you cannot shake, and people can tell, it's like an aura. Every time they do an arena show, Red Band tries to sexy himself up. He takes off the glasses a little bit, throws a little bit of gel in his hair, starts wearing real edgy outfits. Look at the edge on that shoulder. Look at that edge. That's a hard edge. You know what I mean? Look at the collar popping. Looking real nice.
Everyone, welcome. How about a hand for the best damn band in the land? Raul Vallejo, Fernando Castillo, Carlos Sosa, Nachos Belgrande.
I don't give a fuck about the band. So I think the panel was Joe Rogan, Harlan Williams. Damn, who was the other one? Honestly, I don't even remember the other one. Only thing I cared about was Joe's intro. Look at this guy. Oh, fucking the third one was Adam Ray as Joe Biden. This, first of all, they posted this arena show way late. I mean, I'm watching, we're covering it right now 7 days after it was posted. But, I mean, even then, the election already happened. Trump's already in office. Joe Biden, this episode's obviously old. But the reason I have an issue with Adam Ray in this one, when I first came across Adam Ray, we're going to get sidetracked here a little bit. When I first came across Adam Ray, I liked Adam Ray. I found Adam Ray through his Dr. Phil Live. He does this bullshit where he full on makeup, dresses up like Dr. Phil, bald cap and the whole nine, does a Dr. Phil accent, but does a live comedy show and does all this funny shit. I thought it was funny when I first started watching it. Then I started, realizing who the real Adam Ray was. Turns out, this guy is a nobody. And when I say he's a nobody, I don't mean he's a loser, he's a nobody. I mean this guy is actually nobody. Every time you see Adam Ray, he's a different man. You only know him by name because people speak of him by name. But when you see him, he's Joe Biden. He's fucking Joe Francis. He's some guy named Andy. He's three squirrels in a jumpsuit. When you see Theo Vaughn, it's actually Adam Ray. Adam Ray is never himself. And this is the issue that I have with Adam Ray. I cannot stand the fact that this guy never does anything as himself. Anytime, dude, this guy can be a guest on someone's podcast. And he will put full ass makeup on just to go and do someone's podcast. Just show up as Adam Ray for once. It's you have to have a gimmick. He's like Carrot Top now. And that's what's fucked, is because I'm sure Adam Ray's comedy probably would not have been that bad if he just fucking developed it. You got all the talent to do all these goddamn shitty characters. You can't write some shit. So it's come on, man. You got to do better than this. You got to show up as yourself at least once or twice in your fucking life.
Good to see you, Carlos.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. We're also doing Joe Rogan's intro.
One more guest, Austin legend, a man who I can't even believe was able to fit it in his schedule, probably one of the busiest human beings on planet Earth. one of our favorite comedians, the legend who got this whole Austin, Texas shit started. It is Joe Rogan.
Look at this. Look at Joe. Never fails with his fanny pack. Joe got a fanny pack. Little sus, if you ask me.
Is Kill Tony. The shit is about to go down.
Look at how fucking happy Harlan Williams is that Joe's here. Harlan, this isn't you. That big-ass forehead of yours was never this excited about Joe ever being around before. As a matter of fact, the last time Harlan did Joe's podcast, as a joke to fuck with Joe, he ate stalks of celery the entire podcast. Imagine somebody eating stalks of celery throughout going into the fucking microphone every 5 seconds. Joe hated it. Joe fucking hated it. Now, Joe shows up with a couple mushrooms in his system, sitting next to Joe Biden. Harlan Williams can hardly keep his dick in his pants. Look at this guy.
3 legends of the panel of this show. We're all here.
Look at Joe tripping balls, bro. Look, did you see the little like that he did? Look at that. Watch his face right here.
3 legends of the panel of this show.
Look at
We're
him.
all here.
Ooh.
Doesn't get much.
He had to swallow. He's like, okay, I'm locked in now.
Much better than this on a fucking Monday night.
Look, why? You can see it like kind of already. We're gonna pay attention to Joe this whole time. He seems like he's tripping his ass off this entire goddamn time. I'm telling you. Now watch. Look at this. This next part I got a kick out of, cause Tony. You know how like all the time, every chance Tony gets, he likes to brag about the fact that like Kill Tony, it was all 100% his idea, despite the fact that Red Band literally co-created the show with him. It's all his idea. He's the ringleader. He's the master of the ship. You know, everything is him. Red Band has nothing to do with production. He told this to Ari Matty one time. He goes, Ari, you can go over the time limit all you want because Red Band has nothing over the production. It's all me. It's always been me, and I love it. He said, like, almost verbatim, he said it like that. And then, of course, he ended it by going, yeah, like he always does. So, he thinks he's in control the entire time, right? You get these arena crowds, and that's a lot of people to wrangle up, right? That's a big ship to steer, you know? You can't just go making sharp turns like that in a ship like that, you know? The crowd will turn on you. Okay? And I got a kick out of this next time code because Tony starts to realize, you know, that he don't have control over the crowd like he thought he did. As a matter of fact, he don't even got control over his own goddamn panel. Watch this shit.
Time for Thomas Miller.
Hey, Austin. I work in a massive warehouse, and my job is as a problem solver. And what I basically do is I'm the high priest of the internet's most fucked up things. Basically, I come into work one day, and I see this thing just staring at me through what I can only describe as an abyss of desire.
So, you notice... This is kind of what's going on here. This guy is getting on stage. He's obviously green. You know, he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. He's been talking for 27 minutes and he hasn't said a single goddamn thing. Like, do you guys in the chat have any idea what this guy's talking about right now? You don't. He said, I'm a problem solver. I'm in charge of the internet's most fucked up things. If you're a problem solver, what are you in charge of with the internet's most fucked up things? Are you solving the problems of them? What, are they lost? You know? Like, we have no context here. And then this guy goes on to go, And then I'm at work one day and I stare over at this thing which can only be described as 65 pounds of utter desire or some stupid bullshit. Like, what is it that you're staring at? He's been talking for an hour and 48 minutes and he hasn't said a single word. And now the crowd is going to start reacting to this in the middle of his set. Remember, these things are supposed to be uninterrupted.
I can only describe as an abyss of desire. I picked this thing up to try to figure out what the fuck it is, and I kid you not, it's 65 pounds of just pure, straight silicone sin.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Hold on a second, Thomas. Guys, I forgot to say this earlier. Save your booze until the end of the set. Keep going, Thomas.
Oh, so Tony losing the crowd a little bit. So, you know, Tony's not expecting something like this to happen. And this is why I get a kick out of shit like this. It's because Tony, in his wildest dreams, would have never expected the crowd to interrupt somebody. I say all the rules in the beginning of the show. I thought they should know this by now. And, you know, there's enough people doing it to where you can't get security to kick out all of them, right? You know? So he has to sit there and, like, pander to them. Where if he was at the mothership, he'd be like, shut the fuck up, you fucking idiots. I'm the king of this bitch, you know? But there's so many people there. And look, when you're in that big of a crowd, like the bigger crowds get, the easier it is for the influence to spread. You know, you get one guy to start clapping, somebody else over here starts clapping, everybody, it's easy. It starts spreading like a fucking wildfire. So if the crowd were to turn on him, it would start spreading through the crowd like a fucking rampant disease. Like corona, you know? So he has to pander to them. He has to, guys, please, I'm begging you. Save your booze until the end of the set. Yeah, you know, instead of telling them to shut the fuck up because they're ignorant morons like he normally would at the mothership.
Hold on a second, Thomas. Guys, I forgot to say this earlier. Save your booze until the end of the set.
Now look, Harlan over here cooking up a little something. You know what I mean? Harlan's a fucking piece of shit, bro. Like, and he's a stinker. You know what I mean? Harlan is a stinker. He's that is the best way to describe Harlan. He's a little stinker. He does anything he can to try to foil the situation, to make it a little worse for you. Do you know what Harlan's really good at? Is roasting black people. I'm telling you. He cooks them to a crisp. Gets real dark. You ever see him roast David Lucas? It is... And listen, if David was Chinese, I would have made the joke about Chinese people. He roasts the fuck out of David Lucas. And I think Harlan is a little racist because every time he's around black people, he starts saying the most fucked up shit. He's one of those whites. You know, I've talked about these whites in the past. He's one of those whites that will... when a guy like Cam Patterson comes around, he goes, oh, I can't understand anything this guy's saying. Because, you know, Cam be like, yo, that's real good. We be up in the hood. This shit be real nice. You know what I'm saying? You know? So they start, and you can understand Cam if you're not a fucking complete idiot or if you're not a racist asshole, right? So you always get guys like Tyler Fisher, the most racist midget in comedy, and guys like Harlan Williams, they come around dudes like Cam Patterson, they go, I can't understand a lick of shit that he's saying. He's black, you know? So Harlan, he'll cook up some black dudes, get them extra well done, and now he's cooking up something of his own. But Tony's losing the crowd, and like I said, he's going to lose the panel, and it's going to start with Harlan.
Keep going, Thomas.
It's also not Thomas. It's Jacob.
Talk right into the.
Okay.
Look at that. So now Tony's losing the crowd. He's got Harlan cooking up something. Like Harlan's thinking real hard on what his next move is going to be. And on top of all of the pressure from all of that, he didn't even call the right fucking guy up to the goddamn stage. He called the wrong bucket pool. He called the complete wrong guy. So this guy gets on stage. He's already fucked in his goddamn mind. He's nervous as shit because he doesn't even know if he's supposed to be up there. So he's having trouble delivering his set because he thinks at any moment security's going to get up and do one of those like old school, you know, in the old cartoons where they would bring a cane out and yank you the fuck off stage. He thinks that's going to happen to him. This guy is already nervous. Now he's got the crowd booing him, and Tony has to step in and toss him a goddamn life vest. You know what I mean? And on top of all of that, he called the wrong name.
Booze until the end of the set. Keep going, Thomas.
This is rich, dude. I'm sorry.
It's also not Thomas. It's Jacob.
Talk right.
Look, Tony's not even listening to the guy. The guy corrects him. Tony still doesn't listen to him. He goes, no, keep talking into the mic. The tip of the microphone. Talk into the mic.
It's also not Thomas. It's Jacob.
Talk right into the mic.
Okay.
You got his name wrong.
So
look, Harlan, you got his name wrong. You're an idiot, Tony.
Talk right into the mic.
Okay.
You got his name wrong.
So there's this giant.
That was a very Thomas thing to do right there.
Apparently.
Look, he's got the panel interrupting him now. First, Harlan starts with the shit. You called his name wrong. They're all fucking jumping on Tony's back, throwing the extra pressure on him. Now, because this guy corrected Tony and was like, actually, you know, I'm not Thomas, I'm Jacob. You know what I mean? I'm sorry you called the wrong guy. You know? Now, Joe Biden, also known as Adam Gay, is is sitting there going, that's a very Thomas thing to do. Yeah? You know what's a very Joe Biden thing to do? Is always showing up somewhere and faking the funk. You know how Joe always faked like he was cognizant? He faked like he could walk around without the aid of 87 Adderall pills and whatever injections they were giving him. You know how he faked all that? You're faking this. You ain't Joe Biden. I see right through you, you fucking jamoke.
That was a very Thomas thing to do right there.
It was.
So,
go ahead, David.
Damn. Okay. I'm digging myself a hole.
The panel still, Tony still can't get a hold of him. And Tony knows if he starts saying something, they're gonna start twisting the knife on him.
So, the warehouse I work at, there was this. Yeah.
Look at this poor guy. Look,
I'll
why?
get to it there.
Look, all of these interruptions in Red Band still gives him the goddamn kitten. He still fucking lights his ass. He goes, hey man, your minute's up, bro.
See if I can save myself in an interview.
Come on, Thomas the Train. Keep going.
This
keep
poor
going.
guy.
Okay. So,
God damn, look at that. Dude, they keep fucking with this guy. Now they actually got a Hollywood bear. And you know who the Hollywood bear is? It's Drew Nickens. Let's give it up for Drew. Oh my God. That is heartbreaking to see that's Drew Nickens in that Hollywood bear costume, bro. That's heartbreaking. Let me explain a little bit. You know, if you're not hip to the game, you know what I mean? Let me lean back for this one. So Drew Nickens was a guy with brain damage. You know, he got real fucked up in the head. You know what I mean? And Tony's, you know, this guy ended up coming on stage during a Kill Tony show as a bucket pool. Tony sees this guy, and Tony. There's no other way of explaining this. I truly believe that Tony's seeing Drew Nickens and goes, watch this, guys. I bet you I could take this unfunny, brain-dead, retarded guy, right? And I could keep putting him on stage as a regular, you know? And I bet you the country will eat it up. That's how strong of an influence my show has. I can put anybody on that stage, and they're going to be a star. That's what I feel. I feel like Tony had that in mind when he started putting Drew Nickens on. And every opportunity Tony gave him, he fucking failed. Drew bombed so goddamn hard. I'm talking Hiroshima level shit. Except it didn't happen twice. It happened over and over and over and over again. until there was nothing left. There was nothing left. Scorched earth. There was no opportunities left. Drew cannot come on Kill Tony anymore because it's just he's bombing too goddamn much. So what do they do? They put this poor guy in a goddamn Hollywood bear costume. Oh, poor Drew Nickens, bro.
So, you're Jacob Acklin?
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yeah,
okay.
I was thrown off. I was like, Thomas? I was like, no.
Yeah, we pulled 2 names.
Okay.
And I guess we sent you out.
Look at Joe. Look at Joe in his fear and loathing in Las Vegas moment.
Jacob Acklin?
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yeah, I was thrown off. I was like, Thomas.
Look at Joe. Joe's like, bro, I don't know what your deal is, bro. But, you got, 4 heads right now, man. Joe's like, I'm freaking out. Joe's trying to, he's doing everything he can to hold his composure while looking at this guy.
Thomas? I was like, no.
Yeah, we pulled 2 names.
Okay.
And I guess we sent you out in the wrong order. So.
Are you okay?
See, Joe over here. Are you okay? You got, tentacles coming out of your back, bro. Are you all right, man? I've never seen anybody with 3 heads like that, man.
Man.
You look like you're freaking out.
A little
He
bit.
looks like he's freaking out? He looks like he's freaking... Joe, you're on 14 grams of mushrooms, right? Calm the fuck down, dude. The guy just got done having the most traumatic experience of his life on stage. They literally told the guy to keep going with his set, right? And the second he keeps trying to do, Red Band fucking hits him with the West Hollywood Bear. Everyone who watches Kill Tony knows that that's when your time is 100% up. You have nothing left after the West Hollywood Bear. Okay? You guys destroyed this man. And you're going to ask him if he's okay. While you're on 18 grams of mushrooms, okay? Calm down there, Mr. Rogan. Now watch, I told you guys, I promised you a little bit of Andrew Dice gay, and I'm here to deliver. That's what we do at Lost Aux Media. We deliver, So, if you've heard me talk about Andrew in the past, how much Joe Rogan sucks this guy's dick, all because he was the first guy to ever sell out Madison Square Garden. And you've heard me say it before, just because you're the first person to do something doesn't mean you're the best at it, okay? The cavemen were the first ones to come up with fire. And now we have lighters, okay? So we're clearly doing it better, okay? It's not the first time that fire was readily accessible. We're clearly doing it better now, right? So, this Andrew Dice Clay guy, all these comedians suck his fucking dick. And it's all just because Joe likes the guy. And here's the funny part. I saw someone comment this on this episode, actually. Let's see if we could find that comment. Somebody wrote a comment. They said, if Andrew Dice Clay was a bucket pool, that nobody would think he was funny. And that's 100% true. If Andrew Dice Clay was a bucket pool, they would fucking eviscerate this guy. But it's Andrew Dice Clay. I really hope I could find this comment. Let's see. It's got to be here somewhere. If Andrew Dice Clay was a bucket pool. Maybe I saw it on Reddit. That doesn't make the comment any less valid. Whether I find it on Reddit or I find it on the fucking this video. It's true. If this guy was a bucket pool, no one would think he's funny. But since he's good friends with Joe Rogan and Joe shouts him out on the podcast, everybody in the comedy world likes him. The audiences don't. And here's the funny part. For Joe Rogan sucking this guy's dick so much, during his set, Joe doesn't laugh at all. You watch Joe, and Joe's just on a different universe in his own little mushroom world. Everybody else is trying to play the game. Andrew Dice Clay is on stage, you pretend to laugh. That's how it works. He's a legend, quote unquote. Joe, nope. Joe's like, oh, I don't know. I don't think it's funny anymore, man. I'll lie about it on my podcast, but, I don't fake laughs, bro.
Ladies and gentlemen, dropping in on this show, I present to you one of the greatest of all time, and the first comedian ever in history to sell out an arena. This is Andrew Dice Clay.
He said his name wrong. It's not Andrew Dice Clay.
Live and in the flesh, baby.
Bro, look at this asshole. Look at this asshole, bro. Let's go back a couple frames, my friend. Let's get that. What is happening?
Oh,
here. Calm that shit down, bro. Calm that shit down. Go back.
Baby.
Look at this. Look at this. What is happening, Mr. Clay? Mr. Gay is what I meant to say. Look at this guy. Dude, we are not like, this is the epitome of somebody who's like stuck in their, like when they were in their prime. You know what I mean? Like, you ever meet, like they stereotype this stuff on TV and in Hollywood all the time. Somebody who's still living in their high school days, even though they're like 47 years old. And obviously, Andrew Dice Gay is at least twice that, you know? He's like, what, 115 or some shit? So like, this guy is still dressing like he did back in the day when he was in like the height of his career, selling out Madison Square Garden. You know those arenas that we talked about? You know, he was wearing shit like this back in the day, dude. And you stole Big J. Okerson's look with the gloves, man. Andrew, calm down. This is somebody's grandfather, bro. That's what's making it so crazy to me, bro. This is somebody's grandfather. Like, when I get older, I'm not going to go against the current. When you start going against the current, that's when shit gets fucked up. You know what I mean? You start going to get these hair transplants and shit. I will be fighting male pattern baldness till the last hair, okay? I will have Danny DeVito. It will be only on the sides. My hair will be down to my ankles, okay? Nothing on top. Shiny as hell. I will fight till the last hair. I'm going bald right now, goddammit. I'm 36. Okay, what the fuck? When I start getting older, I'm not going to go against the grain. I'm going to start wearing cardigan sweaters and loafers and baggy pants and you know, baggy khaki pants and shit. I'm going to start dressing like what's his name? The guy that was in The Irishman. It's not Jack Nicholson. Come on, guys. I wish I could talk to you, actually, you know, but I can't. I'm just going to start dressing like an old guy, and he should start dressing like an old guy, too. What is this?
Oh, my God.
Test.
Guys, I'm telling you, this is going to be like, smoke up. Smoke up, because you're going to need it to even get through this.
You know, I'll tell you the truth. I didn't even know I was going to make it here tonight, Tony. You know what I mean, Joey? Mr. President, you gotta understand, half these planes don't even take off.
Bro, look at... Bro, what the fuck? I mean, dude, as if Andrew wasn't bad enough, dude. You gotta be watching Lost Aux Media. I'm telling you, if you're listening at home, you have to watch. You thought Andrew was bad. Look at Joe. Joe is tripping his balls off right now, bro. Andrew, one of his comedy heroes is on stage right now. And he's on a different planet, dude. He's making plans to colonize Mars with Elon Musk on the moon, dude. He's done for. Look at this. He's cooked. He's fully fucking cooked, bro. He's fully cooked right now. I can't. It's throwing me off. There's one of his favorite comedians allegedly is doing comedy right next to him. He's not paying jack shit attention to him. What is happening here?
You gotta understand, half these planes don't even take off anymore. And I wanted to be here.
Joe, come
back. So I'm walking around the airport, and I see this Spirit Air.
Come on, man.
Some guy there with a pit doodle trying to fucking check in. And I just cut him off and I say to the lady, I go, look, I got to get on this airline. I see you going to Austin. How much for first class? She's going, $35. I go, 35? Here's 100. Keep the fucking change.
Is this a comedy set, or is my grandfather telling me a story about when he flew on a plane for the first time? Like, what is happening here? You starting out the set with airplane humor? I mean, you're really showing your age here. What are you, Joe List? You doing a whole comedy special on airplanes? What are you, fucking Joe List? This guy, he's just telling you a story as if you were like in a fucking bodega in New York. He's like, yo, I gotta tell you about this flight I had last Friday, Gino. I go to the lady, I said, here's 100, keep the change. Gino's like, yay, yay, hey, I'm walking here.
And she goes, but the bags are gonna be 750 apiece.
And Joe.
Yeah, okay, good for me, right?
Tripping balls,
So
Joe.
now I get on the plane. It's not even like a real first class. It's like full.
Look at Joe and Joe Biden are doing the same expression right now, bro. What is... Yo, Joe is so out of it. This is wild, bro. Joe is so out. You're not even laughing. I thought this guy was fucking hilarious to you. You should be dying. If I was tripping mushrooms and my favorite comedian was doing comedy in front, I'd be on the floor. I would melt into a puddle of goo. You wouldn't even be able to recognize me. I'd be laughing so hard I would melt into nothing. Okay? When you're tripping, you physically transcend the physical form. I'd be a fucking pile of rubble on the floor.
Folding chairs. And it's first class and last class. Like standing.
Shut the fuck up, dude. Watch. And this shit gets worse, bro. Listen to this guy. He's like, I can't listen to him, dude. They give this guy like 5 minutes. Come on. Where's the meow? The kitten? The West Hollywood bear? Get Drew Nickens out there to fucking bear hug him with that retard strength and get him off stage. What is happening here? And listen to the rest of this guy's fucking set.
And then what I love about all of you, when I see you at parties, when you're eating the stuffing, you're all just terrible fucking actors. Because you're all like, oh my God, this stuffing is beyond belief. And you're all saying that because we all know that the stuffing for hours on end has been baked in the asshole of the turkey.
Did you guys know that? I didn't know. They bake stuffing in the asshole of the turkey? In the ace? They bake the stuffing in the ace of the turkey? I had no idea about that. Now he's trying to do this comedy, but bro, they don't leave the actual intestines and asshole in the turkey when they do that. It's just in the cavity of where that stuff used to be. You know, it's a clean body. Come on, man. The stuffing's good.
And
That's
you
good.
can't believe there's no turkey fucking asshole taste. There's no asshole smell on the stuff.
There's no asshole taste on the turkey. There's no stuffing in the asshole. This guy is a comedy legend. And Joe Rogan is fucking crickets, bro. That's what we have to keep going back to this point. Because Joe's a liar. This is, it's like, can you ever take a comedy wreck from this guy again? Come on. That'd be like if he took you to his favorite restaurant, quote unquote. He told you to try all this food, and he goes, I don't eat here. What are you talking about, you don't eat here? You told us this is your favorite restaurant. Why would you tell us that this is your favorite restaurant if you don't eat here? You're what? You just like the way it looks? Is that what's happening here? You just like the way Andrew looks, Joe? If he was funny, you'd be laughing. You at least would be pretending to laugh. Everyone else is. What the fuck?
All taste. There's no asshole smell on the stuffing. And then my girl comes over to me. She goes, babe, what part of the turkey do you want me to save for you? Do you want the wing or the breast or the thigh? I go, you know what? Let me have the clit.
What the fuck? Bro, get this guy. Yo, I can't take this stupid asshole serious, bro. Look at this guy, man. Please. Somebody, we need to do euthanasia on Andrew Dice Clay, man. He has to be put down. He's like when you have a dog and it starts running into walls and shit. You know, it's like you can't have that living like that forever. And it's not just running into walls like it's blind. It's like running into walls and it's shitting itself all the time. It hasn't eaten in days. You know what I mean? It's like the dog is clearly going through something. Just like Andrew. It's like, just put him down. Come on, man. It's like, we can't be doing this. Everyone talk. You know what's funny? Is Joe will sit there and talk all this shit on his podcast. He'll go, man, when Joe Biden was in office, man. When Joe Biden was in office, it was sad, bro. He was like, he could barely even walk and talk. And like, they're making him go out there. They're like parading him around. He's clearly old. It's like, you know, if that was my grandfather, I'd be like, leave him alone, man. Like, let him just retire. And you can't do that for Andrew Dice Clay. He's obviously no good anymore. Clearly, he's defective. So either send him back to the factory to get fixed or throw him out. Like, you can't sit there and keep putting him through that all the time. Gassing him up and making him think that he's still good at comedy, that he ever was good at comedy. You're fucking this guy's life up. And he's at the end of it. Just let him fucking relax.
To be here to...
Oh, yeah, I forgot to tell you. We're going to watch William Montgomery bomb his ass off and then end the episode. Toodles.
Tonight, I'm actually wearing this outfit as a sign of respect for the ancient Chinese tradition of Kwanzaa. And I would like, in accordance with the scriptures, to read some fortune cookies, if that's okay with you motherfuckers tonight.
Look, I love that. So William Montgomery, of course, as always, he's the closer of Kill Tony. He comes out there dressed as a Chinaman, as an Oriental, if you will. I don't know, what are these? Are these cancelable words still? Trump, I think, signed an executive order. You can say Oriental now. So he comes on stage dressed as an Oriental. And his shtick is he's going to be reading off quote-unquote fortune cookies to you, right? That's what he's doing. He's doing prop comedy now. This is all just a ploy, in my opinion. This is a gaslight, if you will. This is a ruse to get you to think that that is his comedy shtick. It is not. Mr. Montgomery cannot do a lick of fucking comedy without reading directly out of his notebook. Watch an episode of Kill Tony. You will see him reading off of a paper every single fucking time. This guy cannot memorize a stand-up set to save his goddamn life. So now Joe Rogan's going to be on stage. Joe Rogan, all the time he talks about William Montgomery. He goes, yeah, you know how we finally got William to stop reading his notes on stage? Yeah? That's how you know Joe's a liar. He lies about that too. Because every time you see William, he's got a fucking notebook this close to his goddamn fucking face. He's reading off the goddamn jokes. Okay? You can't trust Rogan. So now, William's going to do this set in front of an arena of people. He doesn't want to look like an asshole and read out of his goddamn joke book, right? So how can he get away with this? How can he have his cake and eat it too? You know? He sets up a ploy. He goes, I'll walk out as a Chinaman and I'll read off fortune cookies. I'll leave my jokes in the fortune cookies, and that's how I'll get away with reading my jokes on stage like I always do. Little does he know, he's going to bomb his ass off because of this. Because why? You have to open up all the fortune cookies. You have to break it apart and get the fucking piece of paper out. So now what? We have to wait for you to fucking open this finicky ass fortune cookie every single time you're going to tell a joke? It's going to backfire in his fucking face. This is a perfect way to end the episode.
And take this, bitch!
Here's the first fortune cookie. I could have a full conversation in between jokes. That's how bad this is. Look at this.
Spirit Airlines is going to start a frequent fighter discount where you earn a free trip after only 4 fights.
Look at that. So he got the first 2 crowds with that one. Mind you, this is an arena. There's like 47 fucking rows.
Okay, I've got 20 in here, so let me...
Yeah. Go ahead. He's still opening the fortune cookie. No, we're not even at the second joke.
Condoms?
Jimmy Carter will die on March 12th, 2025. Okay, I guess I'm fucked that one up. Okay, let's...
bombing his ass off. I love that. Every time. This is this loud bullshit, bro. Being loud is not being funny, bro. Like, I actually have been trying to work on my tone. I've been trying to get quieter. Eventually, I'm going to do this podcast. I'm going to whisper into the mic like this the whole time. And you guys are going to be laughing your fucking asses off. I'm going to turn a new page in 2025. We're doing quiet comedy in 2025. Eventually, this podcast will just be 3 hours of me staring into the camera and not saying a single fucking word. And it's going to be the funniest fucking shit you've ever seen. Watch, I'm going to revolutionize the game. So, we got to wait for 25 minutes in between these jokes. That's a lot of silence, dude. You can't do that. And then what? To try to save face, you start yelling into the crowd like this. Tony, shut the fuck up. Do the jokes.
I'm celebrating Kwanzaa tonight, y'all!
I hate that. Yeah. We're waiting.
Oh, this is a long one. Okay, let me...
Long like the pause.
The way you talk about the hot Latinas in the movie Encanto will turn on your therapist so much she'll ask to lie on the couch next to you. Okay, let's keep moving.
Yeah, let's keep moving. There goes number 3.
Yeah, my hands are so sweaty right now. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they're sweaty because you're bombing your ass off because this was a stupid idea, my friend. My friend, Tony.
In the year 2025, Lizzo will surpass 1,000 pounds. Okay, got y'all back with that fat bitch! You know her ass ain't celebrating Kwanzaa this year!
Shut the fuck up. Hey, yo, shit or get off the pot, Montgomery. You're too bald, you're too milky, and you're too loud for all of this. So stop. Just read the jokes. Just pull out the notebook. Who gives a fuck if you're in an arena, if Joe Rogan's watching? Just do the shit. Another long one.
As a part of Make-A-Wish, your son will wish he could perform the upside-down Spider-Man kiss, but sadly, Tobey Maguire says no.
Bro, you lost me in the first 28 minutes of that joke, dude. I'm sorry. And then in the last 45 minutes of it, I had no idea what was going on. That joke was so goddamn long. This is a bomb. Like, we've seen William bomb, but this one is rough.
Okay, last one. Let's keep her moving.
Thank God. And look at Joe. Joe's like, dude, I think this guy's head's on fire, man. I've eaten like 37 grams of mushrooms, man.
The waiter has a gun and you must tackle them now. Now do it! Tackle them, damn it! Okay, that's my time. Done it!
Oh, thank God, dude. Let's give it up for what? Hey, There we go. Let's give it up for William Montgomery. Of course, good old William Montgomery giving us a perfect way to end Lost Aux Media on a bomb. You know what I mean? Of course, this is going to be the bit that does it for us. You know, let's turn on a couple tunes and then get ourselves out of here. Of course, as always, I'd like to thank you for joining me for yet another great episode of Lost Aux Media. You guys are always the best part. You're the true stars of the show. And I want to thank you for joining me. Be sure to catch us at lostaux.media. Stay up to date with all things Lost Aux Media, watch episodes, or you can support the show by buying merch. New episodes of Lost Aux Media drop every Wednesday at 5 a.m. for audio on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and anywhere else your favorite podcasts live. Those same episodes go up on Wednesdays at 4 p.m. for video on YouTube and Spotify. That way, you can listen to the episodes on the way to work at 5 a.m., and when you get home from work at 4 p.m., you can watch them. That's just how we do it here. So as always, I'd like to thank you for taking a second look at what you just watched with me for yet another great episode of Lost Aux Media. Be sure to help support the show as well by telling all of your friends, family, loved ones, your doctor, your lawyer, and even your city judge. If they happen to like shows like this, spread the word. The bigger we get, the better the shows get. Until next time, I bid you adieu, and I will say goodbye. See you later, bitch.
I be in the cut, looking fresh as fuck. I got all the eyes on me, baby. This is my world, yeah. I am that girl, yeah. Styling on a purr, yeah. Diamonds in the fur, yeah. I am really her. Face card killing, aesthetic killer pleasing. Watch the fit, I be killing hoes, really. Peep the acrylics, I'm shining, I'm beaming. Any given day, I be staying on you bitches.